Everybody, hello, hello. My camera went nutty, so give me 1 second. I should fix here just a minute. There we go. Now it's working. Excuse me. Now it's working. Now it's doing its thing. Hello. Hello, everyone out there. Hey, Lawful over on YouTube. Hey, Poodoo over on Twitch. How you guys doing tonight? Everyone is here. How you doing? Happy Friday. I don't get to do Friday night streams very often. This is a rarity for me. My Friday nights are typically D&D nights. My family gets together. My family and my wife and my brother, my side and my wife's side both get together. We all play D&D together. So that's typically what Fridays are. So for that, I don't usually get to do this on Fridays. But D&D got canceled for a variety of reasons tonight, so I'm doing this instead. Oh, howdy, Floof. Hi, Ishtar. Welcome, welcome. All right. We got this crazy mod here that doesn't just add new parts. It adds new parts, obviously, but it doesn't just add new parts. It also makes a lot of balance changes. Like, it makes definitive changes across the board. Always a good time to watch. Sorry about the cancel Thursday, but yeah. See, Fridays have worked out the best for us typically, as far as that go. It's all of us work, you know, early morning jobs for the most part. So trying to do it during the week is rough. So Friday night works out so we can sleep in on Saturday. So yep. Fridays is ours. Hey, cancels happen sometimes, the way it goes. Personal life takes precedence over games. That includes this one and also D&D. Although sometimes D&D does feel like it's personal life, but that's a whole discussion for a whole other day. Maybe we should start an Armored Core theme live tabletop RPG cast. Let's do that. I'm sure a whole 2 people want to watch it. I'm not DMing right now. I have been DMing for about 15 years, but this is not one of those things. Right now, one of my brother-in-laws is currently DMing in his campaign. We did it for a couple years, took a break, and come back to a couple years later. Been fun revisiting an old character. Been fun. Alrighty. Well, this guy is a little... So this crazy thing. So the big thing this really does, as you may notice... Just gotta find a system for it. Now, I have heard that Lancer is pretty good from a robo, like a mecha style tabletop RPG. I have heard Lancer is pretty good. I've been meaning to take a look at it for a little while. I just haven't done it yet. But I have heard it's pretty good. So I already sold all my parts off, all my weapons off, and some of the legs. You may notice here, number 1, boosters, there's a regular version and there's a V1. So we have duplicates of each booster with some adjustments made to it. As you may notice, the regular version of this one has a much better quick boost. This one's been balanced out slightly. Lower AB thrust, some different changes here. Even more changes here. That makes the Kakaku no longer the best booster, which I think is really funny. Just lots of change. So we're just going to do V1 for everything. E1. E1. Melee attack thrust for all these is crazy. That's the big thing I know. All these, the melee attack thrust is just bonkers. What is this? Apparently this guy likes the melee. Look at the melee thrust on some of these things. What is this? Okay, apparently we're going to be blading people. Blades are going to be a thing, because holy cow. The booster thrusts of these melee things are bonkers. What is this? Hey, Semper, good to see you. Oh, man. All right, part shop. Here we go. Let's go some more here. The other thing they make a difference is, before we actually do it, they've actually renamed some of these. See, it's Super Generator. So this is how they did. Yeah, big melee cancel enthusiasts. Yeah, no kidding. This is what they did. So the large generators now offer the least energy arm fire spec, offer the best capacity and output. The medium generators have medium firearm energy stat and gives medium cap and output. Light generators now provide like the best energy firearm stat for their set while having less capacity and output. So that you'll see here, the generator. The energy firearm spec on this thing is 10. Look at how bad that is. 10 energy firearm spec. Like you're going into the negatives at that point. You're subtracting damage. 100, 128. The 20A is now the one. You get the 150. Yeah, 10. That's rough. 96, 90, 95. Yeah, that's harsh. This thing also, you may notice, you see there was no energy recharge on there. I think that's just some bad stat things on there. So I think there's some things they said were just a little different with energy recharge, the way it works. Because if I remember correctly, they made some adjustments so that like boosters are basically more restored in the way they function. So it's supposed to function more like old school AC. That's kind of the idea. Also, I heard they made some big changes to a couple things in here. Let me look. Oh yeah, those are just all around just kind of better. This lock is better on some of them. Wait. The Oculus paper. Why are the stats on that so bad? What? Hold up. Almost as powerful as the VE21A regarding close range targeting, the Oculus is a sheet of Rubiconian paper designed to be written on using Rubiconian pens and pencils. Weighs practically nothing and costs zero energy to equip to your AC. Hey guys, we can equip a piece of papers or FCS. That sound good? Did we equip papers or FCS? That sounds like we're gonna pay for it if we do that. Yeah, I agree. This is definitely below jailbreak tier. That is monstrous. That is, oh my word. The Oculus paper. Got it. Ay. All right. Let's go. The parts are going to be expensive. We're only going to be able to buy so many at a time. Yeah, when you know it, you'll see it because the cost is just astronomical. All right. This is 9 million. This is the Kato. It's an autocannon. Should have found a mod that gave me like infinite money. Here's the Triumvirate. 11 million. Jeez. Here's Kurosawa Prototype. 8 million. And then, okay. over here. I already got that one. Already got that one. The Enmity for 15 million. What is this? What'd you miss, Corwin? Good to see you. Trying out this mod. The thing you missed that was absolutely hilarious just a bit ago is this awesome description for this the Oculus FCS. It's the Oculus paper. It is a sheet of Rubiconium paper designed to be written on by Rubiconium pens and pencils. Weighs practically nothing and costs 0 energy to equip to your AC. The stats are garbage. It's literally, you can equip a piece of paper as your FCS. Phenomenal. All right. Try out the autocannon. I thought I sold these. Did I sell those? I really thought I sold those. My apologies. You're gonna see me sell a bunch of stuff here for a second. I thought I went through and sold all these before I looked at the parts. Apparently I did not. Don't sell that. That's a new one. There we go. Actually, anything else we can buy? On the left, that's unique. We already got that one. Already got that one. Already bought that one. I think it's it. Ooh, in the back, we got a Dominus for 6 million. That sounds fun. Ooh, we got a unilateral, and we don't have enough money for it. Of course we don't. All right. All right, we got the Kato on the right side. Left side, let's grab the Enmity. Let's grab the Dominus. Here we go. All right, let's see what the autocannon seems like. Ooh, yeah, that's an autocannon. Anyone else getting some AC5 vibes? Autocannon. All right, what's this look like? Okay, hold up. What is? Okay, I didn't look at the descriptions. I should have done that. Let's do that first. The Kato. While the blueprints of the ACO-1 have been conceived nearly a full century ago, the Kato hasn't been in production until recently. While somewhat untested in actual combat scenarios, it boasts relatively good theoretical performance which could turn it into a future corporate and military standard. Okay, cool. So what is this thing? The Enmity, a left-arm hand cannon that violently bombards the target with the pilot's surging intent to kill. Will not use any form of ammunition, but it will come at the cost of damaging your AC systems due to its unnaturally unstable fervor conversion module. Okay, wait, this thing is infinite ammo? Look, I'm taking damage. 290, 290. Wait, why do I have 18,000 AP? Why do I have 18,000 AP? Why? Actually, yeah, you're right. This core is different. Why does the core look different? That's funky. It's just the main dish. Did they modify the main dish part? Huh. It's like a coral cannon. Look at this. Oh, it reloads really fast too.
2 repair kits remaining.
Nope, repair kits heal me. It just healed. That is a bonkers looking weapon. All right, let's see what this thing does. What the? What is this multi-stage plus blow-up nonsense? What is that? Okay, you know what I need to do now? Do it. Do it, guys. Do it. That was disappointing.
Light shoulder ammunition at 50%.
You're missing all the shots. You know, this is a pretty terrible arms for this. I probably should not have Basho on. Look at the AP on these things. So much AP on these things. So they increased all the AP numbers by a ton too. Oh, I wonder if that affects the... Ooh, I wonder if that affects the enemies too. That'd be kind of gross. A lot of damage. Instant death. Okay, hold up. Green AC. Let's go. Pretty accurate. Doesn't cause a lot of... It can't stagger. Wow. Just straight damage. That's interesting. All right, what's this do? That's a lot of damage. And that one has no direct hit. Low attack power, lots of rounds, not much direct hit adjustment. Interesting. This is 595. Oh, it charges. I was paying attention to that. Effective range 1,000. $1537. I can't charge it. It's lying. Multi-stage thing is cool. I like it. It's cool. Oh, I didn't read the description on this one. Hold up. Starter missile. Right back exclusive. Oh, it's exclusive to the right back. Got it. Domination through excessive force is what sparked Balin to develop the SBO-39DD. Armed with lightweight explosives, the Dominorum. Jeez, that's a word to say. It's capable of bombarding an impressively large area, but sacrifices damage capability regarding specialized use. Ah. I'm not changing that. All right. All right, let's unequip it, sell it off. Let's grab more stuff. Let's unequip it. Let's grab the Triumvirate. That thing is expensive. Actually, we'll sell that one too, that we can buy on the other side. Right, left side. Here you go. Experimental Karasawa. Right, back left, I saw... Yeah, here you go. Unilateral Anacusis. Jeez. Oh, a chain gun? Oh, that's cool. The Dawn Chorus. I like the sound of that. That sounds cool. Margara's Whisper. Bunch of new stuff. Jeez. Alright, read this thing out. Developed by Arquebus as an attempt to dominate the multi-use case market. A rifle that can charge and deal energy, coral, and explosive damage. Ah, I get it. Try. Okay. The cost of high weight and energy requirements. May need a strong generator with high enough output to support wielding one in both arms. Okay. Makes sense. Martis Hasta. Left-hand exclusive multi-charge coral rifle capable of firing multiple medium-range projectiles that seek out targets. Or seeks out targets? Or highly concentrated beam when the trigger that triggers a coral explosion which leaves behind a fog of corrosive coral. Does not passively cool. I'll get the Dawn Chorus here and the unilateral. I'm heavy. I need more energy. I need more energy. I don't have enough. I'm still short. Still short. Okay. Go tanky? Nah. Doesn't help that much. Alright, let's go lighter on the core then. That should help a lot, actually. Arms are overburdened. I know, I saw. Get up. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Let's see what these look like. Oh, I didn't read the rest of them. You've written. Dawn Chorus. Right back weapon grenade launcher capable of firing six guided shots before reloading. A slight conversion of the songbird, which is popular among various mercenary groups. However, due to its condensed nature of its grenades, limited reach and longer load times become a trade-off. Okay, cool. Unilateral anacussis. Left back-mounted rocket launcher designed as a medium-range option, also doubles as an area denial tool. While the unilateral anacussis lacks the firepower the impact of the earshot offers, carries more ammo and leaves the ground scorched on explosions. Okay, that's sick. I like how big that beam is. Look at that. Oh, that's sick. It's all three types. The energy, coral, and explosive. Look at this. Okay, I like that a lot. All right, here's the coral case style. Oh, look at the projectile speed. How fast that is. Overheated. Oh, it's like a coral aurora. Hey, let's do the full charge. Man, that charge is fast. Jeez. That's terrifying. It's on fire. And that reloads quick. That's disgusting. Oh, if I press the button once for that new song, the Dawn Chorus, it do individual shots. But if I hold it down, okay, that's cool. Okay, let's blow up an enemy here. We're gonna pick our favorite weapons, chat. Then we're gonna go into do some bosses or something. Look how slow I am. Oh, it recharges like old AC. Look at that. Oh, that's cool, but I also kind of hate it. Oh, but jumping doesn't take energy anymore. Look at that. Oh, bunny hopping is back, baby. Look at this. All right, another cool change. All right. 461. Each individual explosion does separate damage. That's cool. All right, let's do this a little bit. Let's back up. Jeez, that's fast. Gross. Full charge. Nice. All right. That does a lot of stuff. Look at the fire damage. Okay, kicks do nothing now. Hey, Murgle. Kicks do nothing now. Nothing with that. Look how much stun that was, though.
50%.
It's just silly. Okay, guys, this grenade launcher might be my favorite. It doesn't do that much, but it's just so stinking cool. Oh, man.
Light shoulder ammunition at 50%.
All right. Oh, wait. Didn't it say it was slightly homing? Let's turn on this. Let's see how good the homing actually is. Oh, they curved. You see them curving?
Light shoulder ammunition at 30%.
Okay.
Light shoulder ammunition at 10%.
I love this so much. It's ridiculous.
Light shoulder ammunition depleted.
Oh, that is disgusting. I love it so much. All right, let's try out the new chain gun. The new whispers. Let's do the chain gun. See what the chain gun says. Frantic 7Z chain gun. Schneider's first attempt at reverse engineering ballistic projectiles used by rival corporations based off of measurable amounts of gathered data. Their engineers have concluded that bullets are highly condensed pulse particles. As a result, they're able to produce a functioning chain gun. Well, that's interesting. A particle launcher that fires coral beams which destabilize the target's armor for a brief moment to remind them of their mortality. For 3 seconds, anything hit by the projectiles will be 50% more susceptible to kinetic fire, making this an effective accompaniment to certain weapons. Okay, that is thick. That's like a debuff. Oh, energy shortfall? Oh, shut up. Anything got the energy I need? I'll just remove that. There you go. Actually, yeah, let's go. All right, sorry, enemy. You gotta go back to being dumb. Let's see what this looks like. Hey, they just put the chain gun on the back, everyone. It's the chain gun on the back. Literally what it is. That is so flippin' cool. Okay. This wasn't my intention. Does that say that chain gun is no, I think it was both. I think it was both. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Because of that back chain gun, I gotta do it. Ever know what I gotta do? I'm thinking we're probably on the same page here. We're on the same page? I feel like we're on the same page. You know what I gotta do, right? You know what I gotta do, right? Like it'd be a crime against humanity not to do this. I like the Dawn chorus a lot though. That's really fun. Let's do it. All right, back right. See, back right thing one I already had. Yeah, chain gun. Chain gun. And chain gun. Yes. Yes, Lawful, it is time. It is time to do it. Alright, is there anything else back here I missed? Let's keep looking. Ooh, here's a new one. The full size. Cool. And the Storm Chaser. Full size, Storm Chaser. Anything else back here? Coral Chaser. Alright, good night, love. Daughter's going to bed. Y'all want to see it? Y'all want to see it? I need some recoil control. Some serious recoil control. There we go. Are we ready to see it? Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we sure we can contain this much chain gun at once? Are we sure? Okay, that might be one of the most satisfying things I've ever done in this game. That right there. It is so pretty. You're not wrong. Oh my word. Okay. Hey, Trainer EC. I almost feel bad for doing this to you, but I'm lying. I don't feel bad. It actually doesn't do that much. But when his ACS goes down, it will. I'm very disappointed that does not do more damage. It needs to do more. Alright. Alright, anyways, we got more back weapons to do. Alright. We got the Pulse Eye and the Coral Chaser. Neither one are lock-on weapons. Excuse me? What? Okay, what is that? What am I looking at in this game? Look, see chat? Look, I'm not touching anything. It just keeps firing. All right, well, let's look at this. Here we go. Hybrid projectile launcher, the full size. Right back mounted kinetic energy hybrid launcher. Fires a volley of 40 guided projectiles that deal both kinetic and energy damage simultaneously at impressive speeds. More effective at longer ranges or at point blank, but is designed as an encounter opener. Yeah, I'd say so. All right, this is the Coral Caster. A delicate super weapon that constantly projects a series of random coral bursts that will automatically look for the closest target. More damage. Warning. While activated, flinching, getting staggered, using expansion slot, melee, kicking, or hard landing will break the dignitas, and will auto purge. What? Hard land, let's go. And it knocks it off. Okay, that's kind of cool. Actually, this looks like it works better at long range. Yeah, it does more damage. Let's put the Stormcaster on. A delicate super weapon that fires random energy burst. Same thing as the other one. Okay. Ready? Yeah, I'm gonna make a terrible joke. Ready? Baby, you're a firework. Right? That you're seeing right now? Just look at the damage, though. How it just stacks. But if you hard land for any reason, look, ready? Well, that while it's deployed, excuse me. For expansions, it goes away. That's a little nutty. Those weapons are a little nutty. But I feel like I'm missing one still. Am I missing one still? The Kurosawa different between left and right? Oh yeah, it is different. Okay, I thought I saw Kurosawa earlier. Well, not a mission. No, not a mission yet. Not yet. Not yet. There's no more charge on it. It doesn't overheat. It's just a Kurosawa. It's like the Kurosawas of old.
Right-hand ammunition.
That's interesting idea. Removing the laser mechanics from lasers.
Right-hand ammunition at 30%.
Wait, is it taking the energy out of my... I didn't read the... I keep forgetting to read the descriptions. Being a prototype of All Minds Kurosawa, or KRSV, the Kurosawa's incompatibility with modern generators makes it so that it drains the energy with every shot. Given its steep energy requirements, it is a rifle that is very difficult to wield. Why is my energy just not coming back? That's an interesting concept for this game. That's an interesting concept. All right, chat. What do we think? Let's go here and unequip everything. I'm gonna sell everything here again. And we can start from scratch for the most part. I like both these back ones. The Dawn Chorus mixed with the Crazy Anacussis seems like a lot of fun. But I want to go that route. The question is for hand routes. Do we want to use the crazy left-handed one that does damage to us as we hit people with things? I mean, the thing did a lot of damage. Like, a lot. Yeah, plus escapee. Yeah, exactly. It is very much like the old games. Interesting. Looks like they changed the carousel too. Called Hard Light. See that? That's changed. That's interesting. A little bizarre. So what am I gonna take in my right hand is the question. That is the question. Dude, this one does all the damage types. Yeah, we could do the new version of the carousel. I like all the damage types one. That's kind of cool. Question is, can I fit all this nonsense? It's probably gonna be heavy as I'll get out. It all fits. Barely. Look at that load. Oh, this hat's pretty terrible. It might be part of it. Right, let's grab and give it the ephemera. Why not? Okie dokie. Usable version of the stun grenade launcher. I don't know if they mess with that or not. It doesn't look modified to me. So I'm gonna say no. It doesn't look modified to me, so I'm gonna say no. Earshot's as strong as shoulder? I think probably in the game at the moment, yes. Now you're right, these are the modified versions. This is a mod. This is called the unilateral anacussis, which is just this crazy stagger junk. This is the crazy launch 6 grenades really fast weapon. This is infinite ammo but hurts you. A little assault armor, because why not? Alright. Alright. Alright, chat. Who do you think who do we go blow up? Who do you think? Who do we go blow up? Part of me wants to do this one and go kill Snail. Should we do the training pilot? I haven't done that mission in so long. Oh, you know what? Let's do it. He is the tester AC after all. Yeah, I gotta test. I gotta test the weapons of the tester AC, right, chat? Is that how this works? Right?
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. We've got a read on the target. Now's the time, 621.
Oh, it's short. This poor guy. This poor guy. I got an A rank though because it had too much money, too much ammunition cost. That was brutal. All right. He would have had such a cool call sign too. That's true. He probably would have. Fine. We need to come with a universally accepted call sign for that guy. Like, what would it have been? We need to find a way to like to patent it and like put it online so everyone knows from now on that that's call sign whatever, and we call him that from now on. What we need now. Part of me wants to do attack the watch point to see what this does to Baltius. I want to know. What does this do to Baltius? G13 Lemming. Eric said, what's different with the mod? A lot of things. Energy works differently. Generators all work differently. FCSs have some differences to them. All the boosters, we gotta do some melee junk later. All the boosters now have crazy melee thrust and have other adjustments to them. They added like 20 new weapons that have a lot of cool mechanics in them. These grenade launchers are a different version of the grenade launchers. This left-hand weapon is like this crazy coral thing that does damage to me when I shoot it. This thing does all 3 damage types on a charge shot. Like, there's a lot of different stuff in it.
Code 1-5, intruder sighted. Just one AC. Who are they with? We can look into that later.
Oh man, this energy recharge is rough. That's actually might be my least favorite part of this so far. Look at this energy recharge, people. This should not be a thing. Yeah, I get what they're going for. They're going for the old school AC vibe. This is entirely too harsh a punishment for people.
Code 7-8, requesting backup.
I can't get through to HQ.
Cavalry isn't coming. Wipe them out, 621.
I'm so slow.
AP at 50%.
Good news is we get repairs on this mission once we get before we get to Baltius. That's the good news.
Confirmed. Enemy
That's the
squad
good news.
destroyed. Move on to the next area.
2 repair kits remaining.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not sure we'll make
Where
it
did
there.
that AC come from? What happened to the patrol squad?
Code 1-8, all units deploy for combat.
You're exposed to snipers from all quarters. Keep moving or they'll shoot you down.
AP at 50%.
You have longer range.
3-1C, we've taken critical damage.
AP at 30%.
Updating your marker data. Proceed in the direction.
Oh man, this energy recharge is gonna kill me. Well, I'm running super heavy. I think it's part of it. I'm running super heavy. I think the energy system is kind of
You
awful.
see that? That's the watch point's control center.
Probably my least favorite part of this update so far. The idea is to make it like so jumping doesn't cost you energy anymore. It's supposed to like instill like the old school AC feel. That's the idea. With like bunny hopping and adjusting directions and stuff. Which is it doesn't take energy, so it's kind of cool, but it just yeah, it's a little rough. I mean, I get what they're going for. It's just a little rough. Oh, for those of you on the YouTube side too, I know if you prefer YouTube for Twitch, it's up to you. I do have a Twitch now. If you wouldn't mind, if you haven't already, drop me a follow over there. It's up to you if you want to watch it or not. Your choice. Do what you want. I know some people still prefer YouTube. Some people like Twitch better. You do have both options.
Is that Sua? Beautiful dog. I feel sorry for you. I really do. You may have survived a little longer. If only you had a different master. C-124. Sua. He's an independent mercenary who survived first-gen augmentation. Walter.
So many booms.
Stay away from the watch point.
All the booms.
Confirmed. Enemy AC destroyed. Forget about him, 621. You did good today. Back to work. Penetrate
Back
the
to
control
work.
center and destroy the target.
Yeah, the right shoulder with the like super fast firing grenades is ridiculous.
Destroy the device in the center. Good job, 6.
Main system reactivating combat mode. Full summer down. Now's your chance, Raven. I've taken your constant offline for a while. That massive dose of coral really killed you. Please, you have to focus on wellness. The waves are intensifying. Raven, get clear.
I'm backing up.
AP at 30%.
The enemy can't take much more.
1. Repair kit.
I'm out exploding Baltius. I do more explosions than Baltius. Baltius got all the booms. There was no more Baltius.
Enemy systems down.
Baltius was exploded. What Baltius? Yeah, B-Rank, I know. So much ammo. And AP cost. Ugh. Alright. Wanna do the big bad final mission? Hello, Zoso. I'm not sure. I like the back cannons, they're fine. I'm not sure about the right hand laser. The left hand seems great, even though it does damage to me. I'm not sure about this one. I'm genuinely not. I'm not sure about this. Probably only the auto cannon's gonna do much better, to be honest with you. Might be better sustain potentially. You know, I'll leave it alone. It's fine. It worked once. We could try to do something with it again. All right, assembly. Hey, it's the only generator I can use. It's literally this one. Only one I can use. Only one that fits it. Boy. All right, new game plus boss coming in. If you haven't seen this yet,
On the other side.
yeah, the ammo cost was steep. There wasn't Ishtar. It was steep. If you have not seen new game plus boss yet, I advise you don't watch, unless you don't mind spoilers. Give you 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. All right.
Main system activating combat mode.
Raven, all lines real goal. It's to release them.
C4621, Raven. C-pulse wave mutation. Air. You are the trigger for coral release. We will make you one with us.
I don't care about the big plan. I just want that damn freelancer dead. Freelancer. You killed me. Not just once.
Quasil. His body won't.
Nice timing on the
You are a
chat there,
voracious
plus
discipline.
escapee.
I'll support you, Raven.
That damn noise. It was you all along. I'll kill you and the freelancer.
Air. Your siblings will surely welcome us. Iguazu. You are one with All Might. No one can stop you now.
I said I don't care about Oma. Shut up! I'll shut you all up!
It's resonating.
Iguazu, what are you? Interference. I'm losing sync. I can't fight anymore.
Oh my goodness.
I always envied you.
I basically just stood there and face tanked that. That's how ridiculous those new grenades are.
Freelancer. Who had it
That's
all?
dumb. That is extra dumb. Hey, S-Rank. Yeah, this mod's a little busted. Alrighty. Yeah, those new grenades on this mod is just they're silly. They're straight up silly. All right, let's go a little different here. Let's test some of the stuff out as far as what it said it could do. I'm curious. Now it was saying with the way it worked. Remember correctly, it was saying that that these make things 50% more susceptible to kinetic damage, right? So if you run 2 of them, does that stack, I wonder? If that's the case, so I want to go like crazy double autocannon that it has on here. And just go nutty with it. Energy shortfall, of course. I am overburdened. You want me to not use like that? Then give me. Here we go. Make me something a little lighter. There you go. I'm a bear. I'm a bear. Just 'cause I'm curious, so how this works. So these weapons, this is like an autocannon like from AC5 is the idea. That mixed in with this, that's supposed to like make them more susceptible to kinetic damage. Why, just make it easier. Alright, so right now, (2003 seconds). That's not bad. Fire those. Oh yeah, that's a lot. Okay. Yeah. Hold up. I need a better generator, a better missile correction FCS. There we go. Makes kinetic actually look viable. Jeez. Oh yeah, the Auroras. Yeah, they're actually not bad now. Oh man, those things hurt. Oh. All right, that's interesting. Okay. I find that interesting. All right, let's do one more mission here. Let's do this. Let's go take on Ibis.
6-2.
I feel like this would be a decent Ibis option, but maybe not.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission.
Let's go, Raven.
V2 Snail, come in. Requesting backup. We have insufficient force to ensure success.
These Institute relics are such pests. Independent mercenary. Decided to ignore Archivist's orders, did you?
V2 Snail, come in. Raven is landing. Requesting backup.
This is too risky.
Commander, V2 Snail. Please, come in. This is Materlink. Requesting backup.
Oh, I got staggered at the wrong time.
2 repair kits remaining.
Will you stop staggering me, please?
Please, Snail, come in.
I think he was using one of the new weapons.
Vespers left her for dead. That wasn't pretty. Credit shall be on mine. A fabulous opportunity. Valen was a sinking ship, but Archivist's stars on the rise. And me, I'll be well rewarded.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough actually.
He called, and I answered.
The reload time on these is a little too long. I might need to go like leaner rifles like you were mentioning plus. Might be the better option here actually.
Commence mission.
Let's go.
Look how floaty I can be, though. Look at this.
V2 Snail, come in. Requesting backup.
I'm so floaty.
We have insufficient force to ensure success.
These Institute relics are such pests. Raven, the independent mercenary. Decided to ignore Archivist's orders, did you?
V2 Snail, come in. The Raven is landed. Requesting backup. Please, Snail, come.
Oh man, no. How much damage those missiles do when they're stunned is ridiculous.
Credit shall be all mine. A fabulous opportunity. Raven was a sinking ship, and Archivist's stars on the rise. And me, I'll be well rewarded when I bring them your head on a silver platter. Yes. Did I?
There we go.
The signs.
I gotta use them right. I gotta use them right. That was my problem.
But his luck had run out.
I was not using them right.
The Arquebus AC squad has been eliminated.
That should buy us more time. Move out.
If we could try not to run out of energy, though. Jeez.
Vascular plant. It's still here.
He must mean that gigantic structure in the distance. Enemy detected. That machine is running on stable energy for half a century. Perhaps it should be no surprise that humanity so desires coral.
2 repair kits remaining.
Readings are off the chart. Close.
My brothers and sisters' voices are stronger than ever now. It's like they're calling to us.
Calling to you, maybe. I don't hear anything. Well, except your voice, Air.
The
person's in my
response is
head.
getting stronger. We're nearly there, 621.
I'm gonna take the resupply just because I don't think it's gonna matter with this loadout,
This lake,
personally.
it's all.
Here we are, 621. Archivist will be here soon. Investigate before they arrive.
This is another sea.
Listen up, 621. The Ibis series are no ordinary weapons. They're designed to prevent global disasters. A security measure to keep Rubicon safe. But now their original masters are long gone. Destroy it before it destroys you. Keep it up, 621. Can't take much more of this.
There you go. There's one.
Enemy coral response. Silent.
1 repair kit remaining.
Is this chapter 4?
It's coming
I believe.
back.
It's reactivated.
Oh, I should have fired that. That was too soon.
Is this what the Ibis series is truly capable of?
It's resonating with the alien coral, drawing power from its environment. It won't stop until we destroy its generator. Enemy has taken significant damage. Picking up the power from alien weapons. It is imperative to protect the coral.
You've nearly got it, 621. You're the only one who can finish the job.
That's it. Yep.
Enemy generator compromised.
Yeah, I remember Ibis being pretty weak to kinetic damage. That's why I thought I'd bring the autocannons in here as a test. And actually, yeah, that works pretty well. That works pretty well. S rank. Even with that, man, autocannon ammo must be cheap. Jeez. I expect to be way as much ammo as I was like throwing out everywhere. I expected to just go like stupid, but nope. All right, we gotta do one more stupid thing. I gotta do the thing again. I gotta do the thing again, one more time. Take it into a mission. Take it into a mission. Oh wait. Before I do that, actually, before I do that, hold up. Let's actually equip it. Let's buy it. Let's get them bought. Let's get them bought. There we go. All right. Let's grab... Nope, not that one. Chain gun? Yes. Chain gun again? Yes. All right, we'll get that in a second. Let's try out this crazy... This crazy booster change. Okay, so now it's actually this booster. Gives you a oh wait, that's the wrong one. Melee attack thrust. Here we go. Kakaku V1 is now a 14,000 boost. And what's the regular version? Oh, that's okay. That seems wrong. Gotta be back. It has to be backwards. Is 14,000 actually what it is normally? I actually think it might be, but that sounds a little nutty. We'll see in a second if that's correct or not. Let's find out. Oh, I think an enemy has to be on here. One second. No, that's what it was before. Yeah, that's what it was before. All right. Never mind. All right. It does increase the melee thrust for a lot of boosters, but it doesn't really matter that much for that case. Oh well. That's fine. All right, here we go, chat. Here's the last ridiculousness. Here we go. I'm overburdened. No shock. Here we go. So what? Who do I kill with this jankiness? Who do I kill with this jankiness? Who is it? All right, which is the one where Guazu shows up? Tester AC again? All right, let's do it real quick. We'll do one with the tester AC for the memes once again. Then after the tester AC, we'll do someone else. And I know how cool and fun this is. Yeah, how weak it is.
As AC has reached breaking point, go for a direct hit.
There it goes. I'm not sure this will do well against the boss.
Just wanted to call Simon.
I'm not sure it would. It's kind of bad.
AC destroyed.
I mean, it looks cool. It's fun, but it's kind of bad. Still got a B rank. That's really sad. Looks great, but performance is lacking. Yes, exactly, Poodoo. Exactly, Poodoo. Boo. All right. Well, that appears to be all the parts and stuff we've done so far. We're only about an hour into the stream, a little over an hour into the stream. But I think what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna take a 5-minute break to close the game out, remove the mod and load it back up. That way I can just start playing some regular AC at this point. So give me about, oh, I don't know, like I said, about 5 minutes or so. I'll remove the mod, get it unloaded, coming back up, and then I'll play the game normally. So give me a little bit, I'll be right back. Hello, hello. I'm back already. I forgot I had the King DDD one up from the Halloween stream still. We did a bunch of cosplay builds that people sent me to play for Halloween night to kind of dress up, so to speak, for Halloween. It was fun. You had a Creeper. Creeper did well. We had King DDD was probably my personal favorite of the night. It did really well too. We had Blastoise. We had a Zaku too. We had some old AC callouts. You know, we got the Zeo Matrix AC from AC2 and Iron Owl. We had Evangel from AC Nexus. We had a Dr. Robotnik robot in here, and of course Mr. Popo. So yeah, it's a good variety. It was fun. But yeah, let me go here. I've been tinkering around a little bit, trying to figure some stuff out. I had made my own kind of rat and kind of my own kind of rat catcher. I've been messing around with builds that kind of, heavy biped, for those who don't know, heavy biped's kind of been my staple build type since Armored Core Silent Line. And I'm legitimately having a hard time figuring out a heavy biped I really like to use in this game. Like, it feels bad. I like the wheelchair so much. Like, the movement and freedom it gives you, I like it a lot. The biggest issue I've found so far is just the fact that, before I felt a little bad using it, now with the nerfs, I don't really feel bad anymore. But the fact of the matter is, with the changes they've made, like this thing, the assault boost, this thing is still just too slow. It's slow, man. It's so slow. Yeah, I understand what do you say, SKP? My problem is the lighter weapons don't pack the punch I'm looking for. So I have classically, like, to let you know, I've almost always run bazookas in a lot of my previous ones. I've ran bazookas, I've run Karasaws, I've run, in previous games, I ran weapon arms. I like the heavy biped feel, and I think part of the reason I went heavy biped is it kind of helped counteract the fact that oftentimes I'd use weapon arms, which usually had less defense and AP. I don't have that option in this game. So I don't have the heavy biped feel still, along with the big booms I can kind of get from my weapons. Now, don't get me wrong, like, things still work in the heavy biped sense, but the problem is with the firing stance mechanic change, it's a little rough. It's a little rough going heavy and still having that big attack damage item that doesn't render you completely immobile when you shoot it. So that's where I've been. That's where I'm at. That's what I've been doing. That's kind of how it feels at the moment. It's like I said, it's been a little rough. Been trying to find a build I like, that I enjoy, that has some fun and variety to it. And I just keep going back to wheelchair. So I gotta make. So I made these three a couple days ago. For those who haven't seen Striker Atas's video, he talks about, is this the quote-unquote best build in AC right now? And it talks about how it has the ability to kind of, you know, potentially counter all three of the meta builds, which is the rat, you know, the missile rat, the rat catcher or cat, and the larpster, or the heavy laser one. And it just, I want to use it this way. I want to be different. I don't like going over meta with parts a lot of times, and I just wish I could find something I genuinely enjoyed. I call this Plague Rat. That's what I call it. Vaccine is the rat catcher, and Punishment's kind of like the, well, it's punishment. Oh, hey, Chang. Yeah, Larpster. Yeah, Larb, LRB, Larbster. Do you know what a Larpster is? It's essentially using two of these. That's the LRB. And two LCSs on the back, and either on like a heavy tetrapod or a heavy biped. That's pretty much what it is. That's a Larbster. I also love how all of our metas got named around animals. We have a lobster, a cat, and a rat. Seriously. I think it's hilarious. This is the one I was messing around with a little bit earlier. This is my stun and whack, quote unquote. This is punishment. Punishment. I literally just you know why I'm using that weapon. I wanted something over here, so I literally just want the lightest weapon possible. It is the lightest weapon. It is the lightest weapon. It's like not even close. I had considered Viento, just for the stun purposes. But actually, I might do that anyways. So you look at the purpose of the build. Essentially, it has the hammer. So yeah, that's the Larbster. Missile Rat's basically an uber lightweight biped in most cases that runs dual hand missiles and either like plasma or vertical plasma as a back missile, or like a 4 or 6 missile, and there's just pops missiles runs, pops missiles runs, pops missiles, and when I mean runs, I mean pops missiles assault boosts out, as pops missiles assault boosts out, and basically they're super light and they go like close to like 600 in assault boost speeds, and essentially it's nigh impossible to catch up to them. If you've ever seen any other tournaments who run them, you notice that they're running away the whole time and can't keep up. That's why. And then you have the cat or the rat catcher, which is essentially a lightweight build. Doesn't have to be as light as the missile rat. It just has to have more direct damaging weapons that essentially can basically direct fire down a rat. So yeah, that's where I live right now. My problem is I'm in a boat right now building ACs where I feel like I have to go lighter on purpose in order to maintain, because right now, in the way speed works this game especially, even way more than the previous games ever did, being lighter weight and faster, you just get your little pot shot and you run. Get your little pot shot and run, and then you just win. That's the problem, is because the game is now based off percentage of AP versus total AP. Because the previous games, whoever had the highest AP number won. Now lighter ACs had lower AP to start, heavier ACs had higher AP to start and higher defenses, but that was the trade-off. People didn't like the fact that the lightweights one had to engage the heavyweights in order to do it. Like, well, what you have now instead, which in my opinion is infinitely worse than the old style games, is that where before the lightweights were forced to engage the heavyweights to get an AP lead, then they could run. Now they literally said, you literally can, if you're an uber lightweight in this game, right? Let's say you have 8,000 AP to start, and you're against the guy who has 14,000 AP. You literally have to do, like, say just pick a rifle or something random, right? It ricochets, but it still does 1 damage. If you could do 1 AP of damage to the guy with 14,000 AP, and all you do is run away for 2 or 3 minutes and the timer ends, you win the round with 8,900 AP, and the other guy lost because instead of having 14,000 AP, he has 13,999. To me, that's infinitely worse. It's infinitely worse than the old way of doing it. Like, the fact that it was based on the AP lead actually made people engage in order to get some semblance of a fight, and then they could potentially run away at that point. Look, if you're a lightweight AC and you can fly in and you can dodge and go back and forth and you can outplay your opponent and you get those few things of damage in to get the slight AP lead, then you run, you know what, good for you. You deserve it at that point. But the fact that in the game right now that you can just do 1 plink of damage and then run away the rest of the time and win, it's not good. Really not good. Really not how it should work. If I had people want to gripe about assault boost, people want to gripe about kicking, which, don't get me wrong, kicking is a problem. And don't get me wrong, assault boost is a problem. Both are a little too strong. They both are. Yes, the bullet velocity is a little too slow on rifles and kinetic weapons. I agree. That's a problem. That's also a little too slow. To me, the single biggest problem with PvP is the win condition. That's why I think 3v3s are more fun. These were fun. 3v3s are more fun right now because it's based off killing and getting points. So it forces melees, it forces forays, it forces people going into battle. Now people's like, well, this current turns a giant, explosion fest. Yeah, that's more engaging as a player, and it's more engaging as a spectator. Armored Core 6 PvP, as of the patch, has literally turned into plink and run. It's what it's turned into now. And just plink and run and nothing else. So, yeah, it's... People will talk about the, the bullet velocity, we'll talk about kicking, we'll talk about assault boost, we'll talk about weapon balance. No. To me, the single biggest detriment to 1v1 PvP is hands down the win condition of AP percentage versus AP lead. I think you make that one switch, you can still have the missile rat, you can still have the rat catcher or the cat, you can still have the larpster, and it would still be fair. In fact, it'd be more fair than it is now, in my opinion. You want PvP to be better online for 1v1s especially? That's how you do it. That's how you do it. It won't fix everything, but it'll make fights definitely better in general. Oh, by the way, you're welcome, Jeremiah. Yeah, that's why. Jang's like, hey, Gray, the mod was great. Actually, we got done. Didn't take very long. In an hour and 15 minutes, I was done. I tried all the new parts out, looked at the new mechanics, beat a few bosses, done. The mod was fun. Aside from the weird generator stuff. Yeah, I'm doing PvP now. In fact, I was thinking about jumping into Discord and see if people want to join in and have some fun. Oh, my Discord closed my EC. What? All right. Am I back? Can you hear me okay? I see it going. I see it going. I do see it going. my AC turd because it floats and stinks up the room. True. my AC turd because it floats and stinks up the room.
Let me mute that.
Yeah, you might want to. You hear me twice. And everyone will hear you on the thing too, because I'm in there and then people can hear desktop. It might be weird.
A little disorienting for sure. Okay. Last played October 27th. Yeah, it's been a little bit.
Yeah, it's been a few days. It's been a few days.
Let me go get some water. BRB.
All right. Hey, Chang, I know you're floating around out there. If you want to come in on Discord and talk and have some PvP fun, you're more than welcome to. Anyone else, too, if you want to. A link should be in the description if you want to join up on the Discord. If you're on PC, you can welcome to come play. I like this guy's stats as a whole. I appreciate it, Chang. I do. Appreciate you stopping by. I was having fun with this one specifically. This is the one I've liked the most so far for heavy biped. This one has the hammer, which I just like in general. We'll have the needle gun instead. That way it does more stun. Funny thing is, this thing can assault boost at 540. So it can kind of keep up. You need to put some grease on that door.
Never gonna happen.
Never gonna happen. Why not?
I think this chair is like 15 years old too. Give deets. Oh, dude, he wants to know about COH. God, I love City of Heroes. I'm so glad that game still exists. So fun. Everybody loves superheroes. Alright. Where are we? We assembling.
I'll create a room. We can do a little bit 1v1s here for a little bit.
Yeah.
Keyword cleric with a capital C. It is created.
What about with a capital K?
How you spell my name?
Uh-huh.
You know what my name is.
Alright.
know.
What are the cool kids using these days?
Oh, you know, bazookas, earshots, missile rat. Actually, well, the most common build probably is missile rat. Missile rat and larpster.
Really?
Yep.
You know what? I'm old-fashioned. Give me double zims.
Actually, I've seen some double zim, double LCS bipeds. I've seen a few of those.
I mean, it certainly work. Take me double zim, RJ. I may need to lower my game audio a bit because my audio setup is so scuffed. Wouldn't want it to bleed over into the stream. Let me know if you hear any of my game audio.
I will let you know.
Been thinking about trying that 3v3 tournament that Fighting Cowboy is going to host. That seems pretty interesting.
You should.
Yeah, I was talking with Cassis and Raz and Koo about it. Oh god. How do I play this video game? Alright.
You don't play it.
There's the assault boost button. Gotcha. Yo, man. Ooh. Oh, very good timing.
AP at 30%.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to make this one up. We'll see. Oh, damn, was that splash damage?
I think it was part of it, but I think I actually may have hit you.
Attacker side hit detection.
Yep.
Be like...
Do be like that.
Hey, those ear shots are nasty, man.
Yeah, they are. Ow.
Zooms are pretty good too, though. Hey, there we go.
Oh, here I thought I could get. Man, those needle shots are just whiffing around you everywhere.
Needle shot. Oh, the Viento?
No, the stun gun, the handguns. Yeah, Viento. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
They're just missing left and right.
Do your arms have bad recoil?
I didn't think they did, but I have to double check when we get back out of here.
The Vientos are pretty crazy for recoil, surprisingly. A lot of it is just because they have like crazy good fire rate. For like no reason. Yo-Yo versus Foot. Top 10 enemy battles.
30%.
Hey!
Zimmerman's got me for the assault armor. Yeah, I gotta check these arms. I wonder if that's the problem.
Attacker
Gotta double
side.
check.
It giveth and it taketh away.
Let's take a look here.
Oh, dude. I should turn on my in-game music. I still have it off. Pretty good.
I mean, it's 105.
105.
Not great. I feel like it should be enough though.
You're probably using the VP arms with
the 4060s.
melee. Yeah. That makes sense. What else could you use in that slot? I mean,
there's for Meza, which isn't as good in my opinion. You only gain you're only gaining a little bit of recoil.
Yeah. No, definitely not. Maybe swap it to a Zim. Maybe that would be better.
Yeah, I could see that, except it's gonna make it. I'm gonna be way slower with a Zim. I mean, Zims are heavy.
Yeah, they're like 4K.
Yeah. As it is, I could go Ephemera. That's only 108 recoil. I mean, it's not. It's just the first arms that make it somewhat worth it are probably the Howl ones, but they're heavy.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know.
Conundrums.
You can swap it for a missile launcher and you can swap it for a missile launcher and then use Basho arms, no penalty. Use like a aperitif for the 4-shot.
How heavy?
Bashos are pretty light for what they are. The missile launchers.
I'm talking about the missile launchers. 3K actually. 3K ain't bad.
Yeah, they're not bad. I mean, that's what I do when I make a melee build now. Put on Basho arms and melee weapon and 3 missile launchers. That's how you do it.
All right, I probably need to adjust my. I'll do the max missile lock correction.
Yup.
Near instantaneous.
Don't need FCS for anything else.
Nope. I'm rocking 20C on this thing, but with what I have now, that may not be necessary.
People unironically use the 20C. It's crazy.
It's a really good generator.
I don't know, man.
It's so light. It's light. It's only 5K.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. But I mean, Hokushi's only 2K more, and it's like way better. Seems like. Dang. 7K energy recharge on this build if I swap to it. It's crazy.
All right, let's try. Let's go again.
Yeah.
Go again.
Love me Sims. Love me RJs. Simple as. So is it more bazooka wheelchair than bazooka quad these days?
Probably, I would say, in general, except bazookas have some crazy hit detection because of the way it works with attacker side now, especially with like the proximity explosion nonsense. Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I could see someone doing like a hybrid larpster with, instead of using 2 LRBs, they use 2 bazookas. I could definitely see it. I could.
Bad positioning on my part. There we go. That's pretty good. Whoa! There's a massive frame stutter there. That was weird. PC is dying. Ooh. Horrifying. Yeah, the kick seals it. Let's go.
RJ kick. RJ kick is so good now.
Yeah, it's great. I enjoy a lot. You've got infinite red square on you now. That's a fun bug.
AP at 30%.
Yeah.
I legitimately have a hard time figuring out the distance on the hammer. I do.
Yeah. Okay, I know it's basically guaranteed after a kick. So maybe that would be your use case for it.
Maybe. So I have to force a kick basically at that point in order to even use it. It would be a little weird to me.
I mean, well, like, you can use it kind of defensively if you can learn the distance better, but I do know it is a good way to follow up after you land a kick, for sure.
Yeah, I know it's a quote-unquote what they call true combo, or whatever they call it.
Yeah, I mean, but like netcode screws with it a little bit because they get to move. Because I mean, the detection for the hit is on your screen, but
Yeah.
I mean, the data packet still has to reach them for them to react on their screen. So like they'll get hit on your screen, but still be able to move a little bit on their screen if you have like high latency. So it can kind of screw it up. Pretty good if you have decent connection. Which, admittedly, you probably don't to me.
Does anyone have good connection to you?
I think I don't have good connection to me. RJ jump. Ooh, dang. Dang. I felt the wind brush past me on that one. Horrifying.
AP at 30%.
Oh, dang, that still clipped me. Geek.
Wow, that was so far off my screen, it's not even funny. Yes, I am.
Oh, that's funny.
Here, give me one second. I gotta do something real quick.
Yeah, I got you.
Let me get it for you there.
Love me some.
Oh, come back here. Stop that.
Is the chat scrolling too fast?
Yeah, it's going nuts. There you go. It is on Twitch same time there, interdimensional. There you go. I'm here. There we go. We can start.
Yeah, let's go. Ooh. Don't die, gamer.
I didn't. I know what I'm doing.
Okay. I fear for my opponent's life every time that they go over the edge there. So many unfortunate gamers. Yeah! Zim range is just slightly longer than the strong hitbox of assault armor.
Yep.
Strong hitbox is like surprisingly small.
One more time. I gotta get used to this. The biggest problem is I still can't do hard lock. I still can't. Like I
Yep.
spent just like a day or two ago. I spent like an hour just like against arena opponents trying to purposefully not move my mouse. And I tried doing the mouse pickup thing, and I can't do it. Like I can't.
An old dog. Too late to learn new tricks, huh?
Well, and no, I think it's I have fairly bad carpal tunnel in my right hand.
Ooh, that's
So
yeah,
if I have to
really
like grip the mouse like upside down like that, and, like it just yeah, it's not good for it.
yeah, that's understandable.
Good evening, Monster. Good to see you. Thanks for joining me over on Twitch.
I guess I'm just really fortunate, like the way that my armrest on my chair is relative to my desk. It's a really comfortable angle for me. I don't have to rotate my wrist at all when I do that. So it's not too bad.
I was in Steam menu. I actually hit caps lock and tab.
Okay.
That's why I didn't move there for a few seconds. I accidentally hit caps lock and tab, and yeah.
Yeah, that's a rough, gamer.
So like, no, not Steam menu, no. I don't need to see no Steam overlay. Put me back in the game,
Hey,
coach.
dude, I got so frustrated at accidentally hitting caps lock, I ripped the caps lock key off my keyboard. Problem solved. It is in desk drawer. Whoa. You're in the pound zone down there. Whoa! Whoa, maybe I'm in the pound zone. Yes!
Oh, right before the assault armor goes off. It would have been enough too, probably, because that would have ate through the rest of the thermal armor.
You had to do it early.
Yeah, I did.
It early. You had to predict.
Yep. I was gonna do it right after the terminal armor popped, but I was too slow.
Oh, that was
I got stunned
so
right after you got
close.
stunned. Yeah, man, I
Okay.
I wish I had something I liked on Heavy Biped. I really do.
Try
I
a
just-
heavy RJ.
Hey, Monster, thanks for the follow over on Twitch. Appreciate it. Try what?
Try a heavy RJ.
You think that's gonna make a difference, though?
I just like RJ kicks. They're very fun. I mean, if you want to use hammer, it's definitely, it would be better with RJ because the RJ has better kick. Kick leads into the yo-yo quite nicely. A little bit of synergy there. You know, without going full on quad gamer.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more honorable, but
I consider going a different route with it potentially, so we'll see if that makes a difference. Let's try something else here.
oh, I wanna play this build. This build is
Hey, Voodoo.
interesting.
Yes, hey, buddy.
Like this build. I have the 150 EN spec gen and
Plus
good.
escapees, like you get more damage from weight, so when a heavy RJ, I've been thinking about it, but I'm too busy being a burned feather. In other words, super lightweight. Yeah.
Insane.
Yes, Outer Shell's well-balanced map. I agree, Monster. I love this map. I feel like this map doesn't get nearly enough play. It bothers me that it doesn't.
It's probably the most neutral map.
I feel like this map should get way more play than it does.
Mm-hmm. Good. Alright, here we go. First time I've played this build. Oh no, not the butter blade. Not in neutral. If I get hit by that, I am terrible at the video game.
Yo, Bowles with the raid. Hey, Bowles, appreciate it. I'm trying to find a heavy biped build that I finally like. I've been a heavy bipeder since Armor Core Silent Line. I generally have a hard time doing it right now. Like,
yeah,
I've been wanting to do one, and I have yet to feel comfortable in heavy biped. I need some. Nothing's called to me yet. Is my problem at the moment.
It's just I mean, it's rough in general. It's like, what can a heavy biped do that a quad can't do better? That's the problem you run into. Right?
Yeah.
I guess the niche is wrecker legs.
Bowles is like, I don't think you want my recommendation. Okay, what's your recommendation, Bowles? You're right. I may not want it, but at least I'll see what it is.
Play a different game, probably.
Go back to Last Raven.
Last Raven is sick, though.
Oh, the stagger.
Dang, what staggered you? Was it Aurora's?
Yeah, I think it was Aurora's.
Yo, Auroras are based now. This reload speed on him. I did not realize that they get buffed reload speed with your gens.
Yeah, energy
generator.
spec. Yeah, it's just like any other energy weapon. Same thing.
That's pretty sick, actually. So that's what, like a 2.5x damage multiplier. If you
Double
get the
redshift. You talking about redshift nebula or the WLT? Bulls.
Probably Redshift Nebula because they're like a billion times better.
Yeah, I'm assuming the nebula.
They're like actual real weapons instead of memes.
Just go ape, just start shooting stuff. Yeah, but my problem is when I shoot the LCS on a heavy biped, I hate the temporary stoppage. It bothers me. I don't like it.
I mean, I've kind of been thinking about that, and I don't think stop weapons are that big a deal if you're heavy. I mean, if you have any source of like a soft stun, like a kick or like a melee charge attack.
Yeah, I'm wondering about that too. I wonder if it's just a headspace thing for me. Like,
yeah,
like the fact that the firing stance lives rent free in my head. That could be what it is.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. I think maybe if you just go out there, be aggro, be belligerent with, big number. I think it works pretty well in this game, generally speaking.
By the way, I like how you suggest I switch to hand missile, by the way, Gray, and I think I've hit you maybe like with 2 missiles this whole time.
Okay, to be fair, I swapped to like Insano speed mode. And before I was using RJ. Oh dang it, I got hit by melee and neutral. I'm terrible at the video game. I don't respect people that think melee is real in the neutral game. I don't. It's so not real.
Not real?
No, it just doesn't work. You could just dodge it with passive movement. Ooh. Horrifying.
Yep.
150
Goes
EN
to
gem.
Retinite, but loses to ratting on very lightweight builds, but they're not very common. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Thought Bowles is chatting with me on Twitch.
Yeah, what was the context?
He's talking about the double Redshift Nebula, double LCS, just kind of goes toe to toe with Retinite, but it loses to heavy ratting, which I agree. It probably would.
Yeah. Okay, the thing about rats. Okay, well maybe I should shut up because I think at this point Bulls has played way more of this game than I have. But rats, like, they're kind of, I don't know, like, one interaction can lose the game for Rat. Rat has to not make mistakes. Granted, it's way easier for Rat to not make mistakes than like a regular build.
I'm annoyed how much work Aurora is doing right now.
Yeah, I like that. I am happy. That just this like sustained damage per minute is like massively improved.
Okay, hold up. How are you outside of the range of that assault armor? Like on my screen, you were inside the bubble VFX.
Netcode.
That was weird.
Okay,
like you were inside the bubble.
I probably did get hit, but it was probably weak hitbox, so it didn't stun me.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. So it go like basically with the double redshift nebula, just go kind of unga bunga. Is that the idea?
I'd imagine. I guess
My energy shortfall was so rough though. Holy cow.
Yeah. Not gonna be able to use the C. No way.
Well, part of it's probably gonna be my core. I gotta switch to my core.
Yeah, that's
something that's a little more adjustment here.
Ephemera core or snail core, maybe.
I mean, 20D works, but that's a little rough too. You probably just Coral Gen. I guess Coral Gen. Yeah. Yeah, Bull's like, yeah, Coral Gen.
Yeah, just don't die to a walk-off.
Yeah, don't walk into the pit because you're not energy gauge that could come back in time to survive.
Yeah.
Oh, Bowls, you talk about, yeah, I've seen the water slide. Yep.
Water slide.
Yeah, it's the quad with the 1, 2, 3, 4 booster or PO4, and they're in hover mode, and they basically quick boost like super fast. It's a little silly.
Don't
Yeah, it's called Water Strider or Water Spider. Yeah, it's a little nuts. It's cool looking. I like how it looks. Yeah, it hits like 600 while quick boosting.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. Guess I've been missing some stuff past week. I'm playing the matchup. Yeah, Aurora kill. Let's go.
Oh, at Bowles is like I have to be within 100 on the heavyweight. Really?
Yeah.
Like that's how that's like I have to be literally in his face for this to work. Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
I mean, if you're any farther than that, and I have like a reasonable amount of speed, I can just dodge it with like a passive figure eight kind of strafe without even really thinking too hard about it. Ooh, okay, yeah, get closer. You actually hit me with those.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Geek! Oh no, I missed! Geek!
Gotcha. Okay. That makes more sense now. Yep. I'm gonna have to get used to that.
Did way more damage to me that time.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to that.
Are you using a Wurzel booster?
I was.
Yeah, that's the way to go, I think.
Yeah, I probably need pulse armor too. Yeah, I've been using terminal armor this whole time. I mean, assault armor. Probably should go pulse. Probably should stay in your face more. You left the game.
Oh. No, I'm stuck on the loading screen. I think I just got disconnected.
Oh.
Be like that. Unfortunate.
Well, someone else is in here now, so.
Alright. Let me see.
I'm against Lasgun.
Kill him.
Yep. I'm outside of everything I enjoy doing at the moment.
Destroy him. Expose him.
Yeah, but I mean, I've never claimed to be the best PvP. I've always been good. I've never claimed to be the best.
Oh yeah, me neither. I am barely average. TBH.
Bonds is like, kill him. Thanks, Gray.
Destroy him.
Got an earshot. Got Wurgers.
Wurgers.
I feel some charge shots incoming.
Yeah, Wurger charge shot. Pretty sick. The baked in stun. I enjoy that. It's very cool.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of stupid, Bowles.
What?
That's kind of stupid.
Oh, are you destroying this guy?
Yeah, it took like 15 seconds.
Yep. Rip Bozo. I'm gonna BRB.
I'm a little annoyed that works. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little annoyed that works. Like, even through kicking, it didn't matter. The reason it's dumber is that the LRB cut because yeah, it's true. Yeah, you're right. It is dumber for that reason. That's a good point. Actually, I didn't think about that. It is a better stagger punish. Yeah.
What's dumber?
The Nebula Coral Nebulas have a better stagger punish than the LRBs.
They have better direct hit.
Yep, that's why. That makes sense. Because LCSs do a stupid amount of stun for being a laser rifle. I mean, a laser cannon.
I wonder what the... Do you use uncharged or charged shots?
Uncharged.
Uncharged, yeah, okay.
It's go. The reason why it's go ape, it's just you just spam. You don't care about charge. You just spam it.
Mm-hmm. See. Lobby's still open.
It is the moment.
Insane.
Compare it. Yeah. Oh wow. 45 more. I knew it was more. Not that much more. Jeez.
45 points. Pretty high. Oh, no. Do not save over that build, please. Load. Thank you.
Yeah. Save over all the builds. Save them all.
Oh, I don't even have very many. I have like 10. Or,
Yeah, it's also a lot. Yeah, that's true. The redshift dip is also a whole lot lighter, so you can move a lot faster. That's true too.
I guess we're redshift enjoyers now.
Yep. Actually, I don't even know what arms I'm using now. I'm still using the Bashos.
You killed that guy with Basho
I'm
arms.
still using the Bashos when I was rocking the hammer. That's a little rough. I just realized that. Whoops. Whoops.
Okay.
Nor my redshifts were hitting you earlier. Rocking sticking Basho arms.
Same.
My tracking is awful. I knew it was coming.
Good awareness, actually. Caught me coming in for a kick there.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Oh.
Okay.
I can't hit anything with these nebulas. The tracking is like everywhere. But the reticle, you can see like the whole time the reticle's catching up. It's so bad.
Yeah, that's rough. Reactions are a little bit slow there.
Not what I meant. I did not mean to fire it there. What in the world?
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Yeah, dang. A single shot does 1400 on a stagger punch? That's insane. Uncharged. I didn't even use my expansion slot. I don't remember
Nope,
what
you
it
did
is.
not.
It's probably assault armor. Probably never would have gotten to use it anyway. Dang, that actually missed. I can't
The ledge saved you. One of the shots
can't
hit the ledge. What?
I can't actually punish your firing stance with mine because I have to dodge the shot. It's...
AP at 30%.
Yep. Too lightweight.
So now you lost to the Basho arms. How do you feel?
I don't know.
Yeah, no. I also know you're running Coral Missile, which is not very good anymore.
I like the funny big missile.
I like it too. It's definitely not good.
Yeah, no. Oh, I had pulse armor. I could have actually used my expansion slot without feeling like I would die immediately. Okay, that would have that would have helped a little bit.
Hey, Bowles, if, I don't know if you're still there or not. So, is the HAL armed because of the recoil? Is that why you want them? Is that the idea? I'm assuming that's the reason.
Good balance of both.
A good balance of both, but I was curious. Yeah, overall, just good stats. Yeah, it is.
Red chips are for 15 recoil per shot with a fire rate of 0.7.
Yeah.
Not that high. The average.
Yeah, it's true. All right.
No, you know.
Oh, I was looking at just overall stats. I don't know if the end of the recoil. I haven't messed with the nebulas enough and LCSs in this kind of methodology. You know, the recoil matters as much because, like, for example, like the ephemera, you get a little bit of speed back and a little bit better overall stats. You get some extra recovery. The main thing you lose is a little bit of tracking and a little bit of recoil. I don't know if that's going to be enough to offset it.
Man, we can't even use Hokushi. That's it.
Varel head and snail legs. Oh man, you're beefy. Jeez.
Yep. Makes sense.
You got all the beef.
Oh wait, what even is my... Oh, that's not right.
So essentially you're saying with this build, don't even care about... You don't care about catching rats with this per se. You're just like, this is I have owned the fact that I'm not catching rats. I don't care anymore. Is that basically what this build is?
I mean, you only have to catch them one time.
True.
Rat without AP lead is like kind of pathetic, I feel like.
I'll rock the barrel. I'll keep the wrecker legs for now.
Alright, I'm gonna give it one more try.
Yeah. That makes sense. I'm reading Bonds and Boulder in the Twitch chat. Yeah, that makes sense. That I can see that. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the Varel has the plus of being one of the coolest looking heads.
Yes, it's very inhuman. Like a spider. All the eyes on it. It's good. Yeah, dang, your like engagement time is so fast. Passive vertical movement's not saving me here. Yeah, nope.
Oh, it got me. I hear it coming and it still got me.
Yeah, Coral Gen's not good for me.
You feel like what loses to your tank? This build or the rat build? Bowls. Actually charge those. Whoops.
Dang, those are still clipping me. Ow. dang it. Coral gen, no NG.
I did not punish that. That was my bad. When I should have.
Yeah, nope. Can't beat it.
I hadn't messed. So this is my mistake. I had not messed enough with using like back cannons or firing stance weapons on heavy biped. I've just kind of avoided it as like a kryptonite thing for me. And I did not realize how much speed you maintain firing the back cannons out of assault boost. Like if I would have realized that probably earlier on, that probably would have kind of changed my view of engagement in this sense, because you maintain so much speed firing cannons or firing stance weapons out of assault boost that it's really not that bad. I honestly did not realize that. Like I haven't done it enough personally to really have a good feel for it, but now I'm done it a couple times. Yeah, that's quick.
Well, the other thing too is with the LCS specifically, they shoot really fast.
Oh. So what if we mix it up a little bit here? What if, just for funsies,
you want me to play melee build?
No. For funsies here. I'm a little curious. I'm a little curious what this looks like.
Let me tell you, I cannot smell what the rock is cooking.
It feels some... Okay.
It's me, Austin.
Yes, I do know about the shot cancel. Yep. I
cancel.
haven't the bazooka cancel shot. I know of it. I have not practiced it nearly enough to do it though. At least not consistently.
I'm talking about just quick boosting out of the startup.
Sort of.
Talking about the instant shot tech with the shield on tank legs.
Yeah, it's boost right after you see the shot, essentially. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah. If you get quick boost out of the startup, why couldn't you quick boost out of the end lag? We're doing quad zooks on biped. Okay.
Yep. I'm just curious. Just because of what we've been doing, I'm curious.
Bazookas are pretty gaming. So you're gonna try and momentum conserve with the Zooks.
I actually just press buttons. Really bad. Like
That's
real bad.
Maybe don't do that.
Yep.
Geek! Oh dang, those Zims missed.
30%.
Ow.
I'm out of boost. I'm out. I'm out of energy. I'm not recharging.
The shitter armor just keeps on winning.
Didn't help the fact that I actually popped my pulse armor there earlier.
Yeah, right.
That hurt me a lot.
We don't talk about that. Dodge that with a little bit of vertical movement there. Ow.
This is my hidey hole. Leave me alone.
PP at 50%.
Oh, I want you dead.
AP at 30%.
Damn it.
And I'm just being wild because I feel like it.
Insane.
Want to see how much the attacker side affects you?
Ow.
Barely enough. Jeez.
A little bit. Ow, damn it.
That's interesting. Okay. It's not. It's a little less forgiving because you're not just doing the back cannons, which is giving you one stun delay. You're having to boost cancel out. Okay. All right.
Maybe you need like crazy good energy economy.
Yeah. That's it. I'm experimenting completely. Like this is. I am throwing out everything I've ever known about PvP and starting over from scratch, basically, and trying to figure something out, either for myself or from a not necessarily legitimacy standpoint, but just trying to get a good feel for the game where it's at, because there's a lot of PvP gets pretty hard figured out. People like Bowles and other people do a lot of testing, and they do a lot of like long hour matches where they test individual things, and I want to make sure I have a good grasp of it, more or less. Going to bed. Good luck on the stream, Zook Gaming. Thank you, Bowles. I appreciate it. I do.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, you want to be able to like know what you're talking about if you're going to commentate something.
Yeah, exactly. I want to make sure I have a right feel for it, so I know what I'm looking at when I see it, and also when I play it myself. So this is one of those things. And that was boost canceling the Zooks there a fair amount, which felt good. They were actually doing kind of what I wanted to. It just, I'm so used to wheelchair on Bazooka. I'm just so used to it.
Playing the video game, having fun, pressing those buttons. You'll love to see it. Okay, I'm gonna play Bazooka Quad, but it's okay because it's ratio. I don't know the crazy quad.
Who would win in a fight? Quadruple bazookas or one funny RJ kick? Gotta ask the real questions. That's good, Ninja. I like it. It's real good, Ninja. I appreciate it. Also, all you came from Bowl Stream, I appreciate you all being here. You wouldn't mind dropping a follow on the Twitch thing. I know it's free, but you also don't want to. Maybe you don't like me. That's fine. Not everyone likes me. I don't expect everyone to.
Oh no. It's the Sloppenheimer.
It is the Sloppenheimer. You'll love the color scheme.
Oh,
there's
really?
Cap. Appreciate it, Cap. Cap a nerd.
Oh boy.
Hey, buddy.
Ninja too. Appreciate it.
It is orange. Amazing.
So this is something I came up with a while ago. Getting off sneaky YouTube. Well, YouTube's what made me, so I can't hate on YouTube too much. But I do like the streamer interface on Twitch a lot more. I do. I think for VOD purposes, video content, I think YouTube makes sense. But I can see the point. Like I do.
Oh no, those plasma birds are gonna eat me up. Don't die, gamer.
I did not.
Good.
You may have noticed.
And we're at full energy. Oh boy.
Oh, I went outside. I went out the edge. Were you baiting me out up high on purpose that whole time, knowing that was going to happen?
What? Oh yeah, you camp the walk off with quad hover. That's just what you do.
That wasn't even the pit of doom, Ninja. That was the edge of doom. That wasn't the pit. I went off the side.
It was the edge of glory. No,
I'm just killing myself. I gotta start over. I gotta take the shame. I gotta take the shame. Yes, I pulled a Michigan. Mean old Michigan died of a bad fall. That is correct.
You hate to see it. But I mean,
now
yeah,
that is one thing that this map is not good for. It is not good for wheelchair. Wheelchair is rough on this this map.
Oh yeah, especially quad versus wheelchair. You just camp the walk off with the quad, and it's pretty nice.
Alrighty.
Was that 4 bazookas?
No, it was just 2.
Oh right.
It was just 2.
Oh yeah, because you had the plasma verts too. Right. Trust me, I do have.
Wow, Gabriel with the super chat. Thanks, man. It says, "Hey brother, just got here. Thought I'd say hi. I'm currently trying to cosplay my AC as a 40k custodian. It's a lot of fun, but taking a while for design. And GG. Yep. Trying to make a proper Warhammer. Trying to make a proper Warhammer AC with the paint scheme and stuff. Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, I'm gonna try this other build. See how it does. So what's your ground speed with the wheelchair? Like 400?
I think it's like 390, 385.
Okay.
I think bazookas are a little heavy, so
just a little bit. I'm just an honest laser pistol biped.
Very honest.
Yes.
So honest.
Nothing
I can see your honesty from here.
Yeah. It's a good look. I know.
It is, what is it? It is 377.
Okay.
I am running heavier parts as a whole.
Oh, I actually got hit. Okay. Dang, what is that?
Well, say a little majestic. Majestics are silly.
Okay. That's a little much. Yup. That's a little much for me.
Oh, I tried to wheelchair kick you. It didn't work.
Spooky. Dang.
Got it.
Oh, I have assault armor. Wall. That was closer than I expected.
Yeah, Majestics are evil. They're evil weapons.
I don't know. I think I like the fast reload one better personally.
It's just because the Majestic's a little bit lighter and has the privilege of having the fastest projectile speed of all of the
I mean, how much faster is it? Like 5% faster?
Hitting you, isn't it?
Yeah, but okay, sure. Like, but if it's 5% faster, would that hit me in any situation where another one wouldn't?
With netcode and lag, yeah, I can see it.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't remember what I have on this for expansion slot. I'm gonna find out. It's assault armor.
Is that a scooter? Okay. Wow. The soft walk turnaround animation. Why is it in the
Yep, gotta
game?
love it. Ninja's like, from Slopset really said, no one will notice the projectile speed buff on bazookas.
And yet we did.
And yet, we did.
I mean, okay. It's the combination of the speed and the size. It's like,
Yep.
what's the volumetric flow on that? It's massive.
It is a lot. It is a whole lot.
Okay. I'll try an honest melee build.
An honest melee build?
Oh, yes. Every melee build is honest.
They're also very honest.
Oh, yeah.
It makes my energy efficiency better. QB retards 82. Yeah, this probably works. It's lighter, so I go faster. I hated this. Plus Escapian YouTube says, I hated the 7060 PR, but on a revisit, it's growing on me. That shotgun charge shot is pretty evil. Has effective range similar to rifles and proximate. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I have been branching out from the Wurger. Wurger's like my baby. It's like the first thing I really latched onto early on. But I have to admit that the other energy shotgun, especially, it really has a much longer the firing spread on the other energy shotgun is much more consistent and much longer range.
Yeah, it is a tighter cone of fire. Melee build.
Melee build.
It's me. Oh no!
I see a bunch of missiles. That's not a melee build.
I have a melee weapon.
That's an honest melee build.
Yeah.
Is a bunch of
melee
missiles.
Melee builds.
I think you and I have a conversation about what's considered honest here.
Hey, buddy.
Hey man, at least I'm not like fully ratting.
True.
I'm doing Gridwalker Infinite Flight instead of Wurzel. I like Gridwalker Infinite Flight, it's really fun. Horrifying. Yeah. That's kind of the thing with the bazookas. Can't beat them in a straight up fight. You gotta cheese them somehow. Oh dang it! No, don't do it. I'm too weak. Melee build.
Oh, you meleeed me. You feel better now?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Dodo. Appreciate it.
That's the whole point. Like, real talk. This build, if I don't, like, live in absolute fear of my opponent, and I can, like, exist near them, then I can actually react to the staggers. And then, you know, laser dagger them for, like, 9,000 damage. It's pretty cool. Don't die, gamer.
I didn't. You know, every time I go into the pit, I haven't died. The only time I died is when I went across the side. I wasn't paying attention. When I go into the pit, I know where the platforms are. I love this map. I'm the one that advocated for this map being in the tournament.
Yeah, man. You just got to be careful of the the path less traveled. Oh, that clipped me. Yeah, nope. What? I have assault armor on this. Really? That's a questionable decision. Yep. Oh, made a couple too many mistakes there.
Hey Dodo, entering Strikers tournament, I don't know yet. That Saturday is up in the air for potential plans for my wife's side of the family. So I am not going to enter until I know for sure I can participate. I would love to. Not because of the prize money, because I have no delusions of grandeur of winning the tournament. There's players who play way more PvP and have much more time on the game than I do, that I know are more likely to win than I ever probably would. Yeah. But just to support the tournament numbers, support Striker, support the AC community as a whole. Yes, I would love to participate in the tournament. Ow. Oh, come on. How'd that not track you? I was at 100 meters. I should have tracked.
I'm slippery.
Ow, the ACT missiles.
I'm tricksy. Dang it. No. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I got staggered midair.
Melee build.
Fighting Cowboys, no. I would love to do his too. I just can't. Yeah, it's a quote-unquote melee build. It's triple missile with a melee weapon, but it's a quote-unquote melee build. The world's biggest air quotes right there is what that is. Nothing of the sort. I don't think so. That's not how that works.
I love melee builds.
So let's take this concept on the road here a little bit. Let's have a little bit of fun.
You gonna make a melee build?
No, I'm gonna do something else here.
Okay. Let's see.
Do the default. I have a default. It's killing me.
We'll go with an old classic.
I weep for your chair.
Yep. For whom
the bell doth toll.
For whom the chair doth squeak. Squeaks.
Stick with it because of that. That's fine. That's also fine. Let's see if we really can push this. I'm curious. Can it be pushed, is my question.
I will try to push it. To the best of my ability.
Notice I'm gonna ask. Oh wait, Wheel Plus is keepy. I fall in love with the stun baton, but mostly because stun makes my other weapons more effective. Yeah, I like the stun baton too. It's a fun weapon. I just wish it was better. What I think is meta right now, if I were to ask build wise, I don't know. We know the archetypes. You know, missile rat catcher. You have Larpster. You also have what's called the Knight builds now with Shield Knights. They're making more of an entry in the mix now too. If I were to say a meta, the meta is probably going to be LCS. LCS, the basic hand missile, LCS hammer, and earshot and bazooka are probably the meta-defining parts specifically. I think those 5 things pretty much define the meta for the most part. I got blowed up.
You got scummed.
I got scummed. I was not paying attention to what I was doing. I need to.
I'm an old man. I'm an AC out of time. From patches ye long since past. Scumlord still does the work. Blam! Die! Yes! That's like the best thing you could ever do with assault armor. I love that so much. The dopamine hit.
Let's run that back again. I had no idea what you're running, and now I know.
It's the Scumlord.
Yeah,
it's the
I know.
mini Scumlord. I think every weapon on this build, except for Coral Shield and Gat, has been nerfed.
And honestly,
Well,
Cleric, where do you see non-wrap missile builds currently? Double HMLs or double VMLs? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think? Some of the missiles, the way missiles got changed, there's some good ones. Honestly, we're seeing some javelins get used now a little bit. The way javelins have changed. Honestly, the ACT missiles are amazing. If you can build, if I were to make a missile eccentric build or focus build, I would probably build an ACT build. And it would be an ACT build that's designed around specifically staggering my opponent, keeping them staggered as long as possible, so that the missiles can catch up and do damage. Because that's like they have like the second highest direct hit damage of all missiles, I think. And
yeah,
it's a lot of damage. They do a lot of damage.
I don't know that they're necessarily the most efficient stagger punish tool. I think as just a general pressure tool, they'll find more value. Ow. Oh. I really like combining an ACT on the back with something like a 10-cell missile launcher.
Something to kind of go in between a little bit, balance it out.
Yeah. Yes, like a missile that you kind of have to pay attention to, like the 10-cell, where it's a little bit difficult to dodge with passive movement if you're not, you know, like giga fast. Damn. Ooh, that's bad. There we go. Really got to be better at managing the Coral Shield.
Dang. Oh,
was a
missed
really
the last.
good.
I missed last punish though.
Hmm.
Boom.
I was staggered for like 5 whole seconds.
Yeah, it's if you. That's why I staggered my shots with the bazooka a little bit, just to keep it going a little bit further.
Hmm.
Just because the blowback from the damage.
I couldn't even coil shields.
All right, here's my build guides: double earshot, double majestics. There you go. Enough boom in my. No, I'm just kidding.
It's pretty good.
The real question is, how insanely slow is this thing now?
Slow. I wonder what your assault boost speed is.
I'm curious too. I gotta look. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy using it to do other things. I wasn't looking at the actual speed.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what mine is. 485.
Oh my gosh, no way.
What's your assault boost speed?
511.
Oh wow, you're faster than me actually.
How in the world is that high? I kicked too soon.
No, I was so close to staggering you.
You were very close.
Yeah, damn. I staggered you, I would have killed you for sure. So you would have pulse armored and then got assault armored for another 7,000 damage and died. Yeah. You just can stagger me way faster than I can stagger you. Damn. Yeah. Being more proactive with the pulse armor is definitely the play because of the assault armor counter. Definitely how you play this matchup.
Ow. Yeah, that's gonna get me. Yep. As soon as I got that second hit, I knew it was gonna hit me.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I knew.
This is a pretty even matchup, honestly. Scumlord puts in the work. No matter how many patches come, he'll still be here. I think I parried that first one. Let's see if it actually matters, though. Ooh. Yeah, maybe not.
I got a little too eager on the punch there. I tried to end it right then and there. No, no! That kick was so far away. I'm not joking. I have to go back on the VOD. I think my crosshair said you were at 60 meters when your leg went up and it hit me.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, kicking sometimes is so frustrating in this game.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Yeah, that's really funny. Yep. It happens to me too.
Alrighty.
Believe it. So, Cleric, were you active in old gen PvP, like Gen 3
Um,
back in the day?
define active.
Did you like literally touch it at all?
Let me see if this counts. I bought my own Firewire hub, Firewire cables, hauled my CRT TV around, set up at a tournament, played with 18 other people in Silent Line.
Sick.
Yep.
What was it like?
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Silent Line honestly was not amazing. It's probably what got to Nexus. Just because Op-Buy was still a thing in Silent Line. I think they kind of messed with the balance a lot. But no, honestly, like I loved the LAN tournament scene, and back in the day was amazing. Like I loved it so much. Loved it a ton.
Okay. Follow-up question. How do you feel about the balance of old gen compared to 6?
It wasn't.
Of course it was not.
I mean that's what I always tell people. Like, well, the people want to complain about the balance now. Like I want to tell people, like, these same people, like, do you remember what it was like back in SL?
So
and like
you can
remember?
have unbalanced games, right? And those unbalanced games can still be really fun. Like, think about Super Smash Bros. Melee, for example. That game is not balanced, like not at all. But it's still insanely fun, and it has such an incredible lifetime. Oh, dang, I am not playing at 100% right now. I need to focus in.
Yeah, no. Oh, wow. Gabriel, super chat again. I missed it. Dude, I'll read your message in a second. Thank you for that.
So you think, considering that it was way less balanced than 6, do you think it was the game balance specifically was more fun than 6 is?
Right. Let's get out of the match first, then we can discuss this. That's a whole nother topic.
That's a huge.
That's a deep dive conversation right there.
Yeah, I mean that's a very apples to orange comparison. I know, but I like thinking about it. Ah, damn.
That went through your AC on my screen. I'm not lying. That grenade shot?
Really?
50%.
Ah, damn. Wogue.
Yep, eats through the coral shield, even enough of that.
I screwed up my movement there. I pressed coral shield while I was in assault boost. And
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I've also been baiting out your assault armors on purpose.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm just like, I'm never gonna actually get to use it, so I may as well use it when you use it.
It's true.
So just in the wild Hail Mary chance that you just like go brain dead for a second or something.
All right, there we go. Gabriel said, I don't play metas here. Mine's Harris, VE640 RLA. Back weapons are Javelin and BML duos. It works for me in PvP. I've had a lot of success. Everyone has their own playstyle. I like the mid-long range fight. Yeah, I wish that playstyle was a little more viable than it is currently. But yeah, I have a lot of off-meta builds that I enjoy a whole lot more than I enjoy meta builds, personally. Like, I may not win as often with them per se, but I definitely enjoy them a whole lot more. I'm gonna go through all the chats here and I'll get our discussion we have going here. PvP is a little fast for my book. Yeah, it is for a lot of people still. KP does not give any room for mistakes. Yeah, 10K. Yeah, 10K AP does not give a lot of room for mistakes. Well, I don't think that's so much the 10K AP isn't the problem. The 10K AP is the problem only because you can do stupid amounts of damage in AC6 compared to the older games. Like,
yeah, the time to kill.
Aside from like the Lick 10 or like the Titan missiles or something, the time to kill on this is a little nutty. It's a little nutty. I can see that's even a problem. That's why people hate thermal armor. Yeah, exactly. Because thermal armor is seeing a resurgence with the change of 5 seconds. I think thermal armor is better now. I don't think it's as broke as people make it out to be. I think it's busted as I'll get out in 3v3. In 3v3, thermal armor is insane. But in 1v1s, I don't think it matters as much. Unless you're like a really close fight, you're like within like a 500 AP of each other, then thermal armor pops, then I could see it maybe making a difference. But yeah. LR was the best time. The real True Raven says. True. Great game.
Yeah. Sick game.
When I still, even to this day, when I think of Pinnacle Armored Core, I still think Last Raven. My personal favorite is Nexus.
Yeah,
Nexus is my personal favorite. There's a lot of
I
reasons
feel like
for that.
Nostalgia has a lot to do with that. I think.
Definitely does. Yes, for sure.
Yeah. I feel the same way about Silent Line.
Like for Nexus, anyone's ever watched my top 5 AC games, I encourage you to go watch on YouTube. It explains why Nexus is my favorite game. It's a mixture of, it's the game where I found like my crazy setups I kind of started building stuff towards. It's also where that's when Zealous, so you know Zealous, he gave me his copy of Nexus when I got diagnosed with cancer, right when the game first came out. So there's too much attached to that game for it not to be my favorite, essentially, at that point.
Yeah, understandable.
And introducing dual analog controls was a huge thing for me too, because I had been using the classic, the Control 8 Type A controls for a long time. When we started playing Halo at that point too at game nights, and I was very used to using the dual analog. And man, when that happened on Armored Core, oh gosh, it's so much better. For more measured combat, I finished the match. Yeah, appreciate it, Gabriel. Reverse joint kicks relatively good. Yes, reverse joint kicks are great.
The best, even.
They're the best in the game now. With the nerf to the tetrapod kicks, especially, they're hands down the best kicks in the game by far. Having repair kits PV kind of gives lightweights an advantage. Yeah, I would agree. If you had heal kits in there, I would agree. It definitely would. I'd say considering the idea of ultimate shield, the most damage is dealt with in stagger, taking the movement, hence dodge malice hurts survivability more than helps. Yeah. Well, the biggest thing, I think a lot of people, with old gen AC versus new gen, right? I don't know how you feel about this, Gray. People may notice I quick boost a lot before the indicator even goes off, because it's been built into my head mostly by Zealous and his endless GNL 15 shots at me with his quad. It's built into my head to try to pre-juke or pre-dodge cannon shots. And the funny thing is with this game, you get the indicator, you get as I typically call it, the Pizza Hut indicator. And it tells you what to do at the top. Look, we're at Pizza Hut, watch out. The problem is half the time, if you see that indicator, it's already too late to dodge.
Yeah, that's defender side, but the hit detection is attacker side.
Yes, exactly. So that's a little too late. So I have gotten the habit a lot of times where you may notice, even in the match we just played, I was kind of quick boosting us a little bit in advance before certain shots, because I kind of felt either I could kind of not really predict, but get a feel for when reloads are and when certain shots were coming. And if you can get used to kind of dodging or kind of changing your movement based on when you think shots may come, you'll probably see a lot less shots hit you. So because I have that muscle memory in my head from playing Armored Core for years, I think a lot of newer players are having a rough time or rough go of it because they're using the indicator as their measure of dodging when they should be focusing on pre-movement instead. Pre-movement is king in this game when it comes to PvP.
Yeah, with the way the net code works especially, you need to predict things in this game. You cannot react.
Nexus would be the best if it wasn't as jank. Yeah, I definitely embrace the jank. If those who knew Nexus, so there was a tournament. It was Armored Core Midwest Mayhem 3. That's the one that was for Nexus. That's when I was going through my cancer treatments, and because I was going through my cancer treatments, I couldn't actually travel to the tournament. But I had made a build, so people were freaking out about the heat. Right? how bad the heat mechanic was in that game. They're freaking about how harsh energy management was and how quick the burns would happen, energy. And so are you familiar with backdoor cooling, Gray?
No, I know like nothing about old gen PvP at all.
Okay, so essentially the way it was in Nexus, it only really exists in Nexus specifically. In Nexus, what you would do is you would have your generator had two different stats for cooling. You had regular cooling and forced cooling. Forced cooling was the cooling that would kick in once your AC went into a burn. In other words, you overheated. So what you saw, you had people who are purposely running higher heat parts, and lower cooling gens, but with a really high forced cooling. The thought process was essentially, look, there's no way I'm going to avoid getting burned. There's no way I'm going to avoid it at all. So why not embrace the burn and then just have a really high force cooled radiator in order to basically get back from the burn faster.
Yeah.
So that was the thought process. Well, the thing is that people were so concerned about energy and heat, they were ignoring a lot of parts. So my build was the Cetus arms. That was the linear. Those are the linear cannon arms that were new to that game, and the dual vert back weapons. With the Selena core, that's the energy core that fired the big energy shot, the big ones, like an energy grenade almost, and Urchin inside parts. So heat galore, right? And those weapon arms had two firing types. Excuse me. You had the high damage and the high heat rounds. The high heat rounds fired slower, but they were more accurate. The high damage rounds fired faster, but they weren't as accurate and did a little more damage. I will just go into heat mode, launch verts. Oh, I also had missile extensions on my shoulders too, so even more missiles. The verticals were as insane in Nexus. I would launch off verts at the beginning, switch to the arms, just go in, and if I got you in a burn, no matter what the weapon was, if you started in a burn for any reason, you were dead. You were going to die. Because I would never let you leave the burn, and it would bottom out your energy, and then you were just stuck.
Yep. Gen bust, you're dead.
Yep, pretty much. And you never get your energy back when you were in a burn. So I made this build, and I knew I wasn't gonna get to go to the tournament. So I actually went the previous winner of the previous tournament, the last Raven tournament. We were playing a little bit at this gathering. It was like basically a pre gathering before the tournament to kind of get some practice in the game, because there hadn't been really any PvP in Nexus really. And we went in there literally, and we played a lot of different builds. I wasn't showing this build off at all and all this kind of stuff like that. So I went into a match like, hey, and what are you thinking? He was, he was always kind of cocky too, a little bit anyways. And he was kind of going, it's like, all right, fine. And so I told Zillis, I said, hey, so I can't go to the tournament anyways. Should I just bust it out? He's like, do it. Like, okay. So I busted out. He proceeds to spend the next 2 hours trying to beat me and can't.
Yep.
It was impossible. That in that play gathering, we played for 6 hours. In the 6 hours there, that build did not lose across 85 matches. Not a single person there was using those missiles because they were too heavy and too drainy, too much energy drain, and not a single person used the weapon arms because they had used too much energy drain, not enough cooling on them, and not enough ammo. And I was using both of them on the same build. So on paper, my build should never have worked. But in practice, it melted everything.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what you have a little bit here, and even MC6 to a point. There's a lot of things on paper that sound really good, but when it comes into practice, it's not as good as it sounds. So yeah. That's why you see a lot of jank in AC6 especially. But so you got the discussion, right? Right, let me get the rest of the chats here, sorry. Love Less Raven, 4A was my favorite. Yeah, I know a lot of 4A people, they get a lot. 6 is amazing too. I've been loving my time on 6. It has its flaws, but I love it. I've seen a lot of people using Rat Knight. Yes, ever since Striker Tussa's video talking about the quote-unquote best build, I have seen a lot more Rat Knights. That is for sure.
Oh boy, another OP build.
Yep.
Win 100 games.
Yep, that kind of thing. Yeah, I had to spam quick boost before the warning even comes up, or else you get hit. But yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Rocket Shell goes, hey, I didn't know you were a survivor. Mad respect, congrats on beating it. My mom's been in remission since. Hey, that's the same year I was in remission. I went into treatments in 2004. I was considered remission in 2008. We're remission buddies. Me and your mom, same time. Also, if you didn't turn down booster heat and tuning, you would never be able to cool down. That is true, Ninja. Yeah, that's what all everyone ever did in the tuning system is turn down the booster heat, or else you were cooking yourself at that point.
Yeah.
People are slow to realize the impact of calorific value. Yes, exactly. Plus, so much it was nuts.
So that's like your base, like a base heat that you have from your generator, right?
Correct. Everyone ignored that until Nexus. In Nexus, it mattered.
Yeah.
The person never cared about heating or energy drain. If it worked, it worked. Exactly. That should be the motto of 3rd gen. If it worked, it worked.
Heating didn't matter at all in 3 and Silent Line.
All right. So someone was asking what a rat night is before we get to our discussion about. Oh, sorry. AC6 PvP versus. So this is if you want an idea of what rat night looks like, this is more or less rat night. Why am I not on default again? Stop it.
Let me see this. This creatura.
All right. So this isn't exact. Let me get closer to what it actually looks like. It would be these are that core. The head's probably fine. The arms are not. They're Basho, if I'm correct. Yep, Basho. Because raising hand missile hammer. So this is kind of the idea. If you want to go a little heavier, which a lot of them do, they probably go Varel. Just because there is a lot more defense in it. But the problem is you lose some stability. So let's do stability properly. Yeah, this is probably fine. So this is probably what you want. So you look at the stats, right? So this is, you have 12,370 AP. You have 1,200 explosive defense, 1,150 on the other 2 defenses, over 2K stability, 96 recovery, which is pretty good for that. You have a boost speed of 311, but honestly, with this, the assault boost speed is right around 550, 540, 550. It's pretty fast. Your energy is pretty good. And yet, notice the total weight. The weight's right around the 75k mark. Those of you who don't know about the boost difference when it comes to how the boosting formula works in AC6, when you get around the 70k to 80k mark, there's a drastic drop in speed. So if you can keep it around the 75k mark, there's a huge difference between 75k and 80k in speed. If you can stay closer to 50, you essentially keep the speed. So essentially the Rat Knight, the idea is that, so go back to the assembly here. You have a build that has good defenses, good AP. It can go fast enough to catch rats. It's a better counter to rat catchers because it's more defensive, has better offense. And it can rat out heavy larpster builds or heavy builds and stay away. And you have the PS shield because it's the 6 activation shield. You can spam this thing 6 times before it runs out, and it cools down very fast. So even if you were to do it too many times and kill it, you actually get it back fairly quickly. Now it's a very small IG duration, not as small as other ones though. But if you look at the actual IG mitigation, it's insane. 78 and 80. So otherwise it's a knight because of the shield. Now there are some people who run heavier versions of the shield build of the rat knight or knight builds. But this is more or less the build he showed off in the video, and this is kind of the consensus. This is the build that supposedly is capable of handling any of the 3 quote-unquote builds of the rat, the cat, and the lobster. This is it.
Handling, I mean, yeah. It's at least, feels at least kind of even with them. I don't know that it necessarily wins any of those matchups, but it can fight them.
I think that's the concept. I don't think it necessarily auto wins. Although I think it pretty much auto wins against Cat. I don't think Cat has. This is basically a replacement for Cat if you look at it that way almost. Missile Rat will have a hard time, but he can do it. Larpster will have a hard time, but can do it. I think this is meant to be competitive in all cases. I think that's the concept. So,
makes sense.
All right, now a cat is like a rat catcher. Basically, it's a lighter weight build that's designed with direct fire weapons, like maybe like laser hand pistols or something designed to catch missile rats. Rats very keep away. Oh, and Eric Williams, I still like the Tranos. I still think they're good. Not as good as they used to be, but I still like them. All right, the big discussion on AC6 versus Gen 3 PvP, right?
Oh boy.
Okay. So, you were earlier in my stream, Gray, but hear me talk about it earlier. People talk about, they complain about assault armor, they complain about kicking, they complain about the netcode, which that's not new. Netcode's always been kind of bad in these games. That's not a new thing. They complain about, certain things, right? My biggest problem I've had from the very beginning with PvP and AC6 is a very critical change from all the previous games. Do you know what it is?
What is it?
It's now percentage lead versus AP lead.
Oh, I caught the tail end of this. Yeah.
I have a major problem with the fact that it's now percentage of AP left versus total AP.
Yeah.
People are like, well, then you're gonna afford. Yeah. The reason why it was based. So if you look at Gen 3 PvP, right? You had heavier builds and lighter builds. There was a very stark contrast, not unlike today, where there's a fairly stark contrast between the two builds, right? The problem you have now is that before the lightweights could play runaway and keep away and get the win on time, they had to engage the heavyweights first to get the lead and then play keep away. As it is now, you literally can do 1 AP of damage and just run and you win.
Yeah.
I think that's bad game design. I just think it's bad. Assault armor needs adjusted. I mean, not assault boosting, it needs adjusted more. Kicking definitely needs adjusted more. There's things about the game that do need adjusted more, but I think what you have from a PvP standpoint, why it's so rough, is the very fact that this is possible because of the AP percentage game. I think it was based off AP remaining. I think you fix some of those problems.
Potentially. Well, like theoretically, like say we have a lightweight and a heavyweight with the exact same weapon setup. So like if for the lightweight to engage the heavy in AC6, I mean they still have to get in range of the heavy's weapons, and if they do just trade hits, then heavy maintains AP percentage lead. So it's not.
But the point of a lightweight is not to trade. The point of the lightweight is to pick and choose.
Yeah, sure, but I mean, everybody has access to the same weapons. So if the lightweight does go in range of the heavy's weapons, in order to get their damage off, it's just easier for them to dodge the heavy's attacks.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. The heavier has to rely more on their defense and their higher AP count, whereas the lighter weight has to rely more on their movement ability and dodging. And like I said, the lightest lightweight you can possibly have in the game that's somewhat viable. We're not talking like full jailbreak or nonsense like that, right? Like you're talking right around the 90s, around the 9,000 AP mark, right? Most of your heavier ACs that are viable in the game right now are around the 12,000 to 12,500 AP mark. Sometimes a little bit more.
Yeah.
You're talking you're talking around a 3,000 AP difference, right?
Yeah.
With 3,000 AP difference, why can't that be a temporary engagement depending on how you approach it and then get away? Whereas right now, you can have 9,100 AP or whatever. The other guy had 12,500. You put them down to 12,499, then you can win. Is that better than forcing engagement? Because I can tell you from a player perspective in the middle, and also from a perspective of a spectator, it's awful to watch someone get a 5 AP lead and then run for 2 minutes.
Yeah,
it's also horrible to play against.
Yeah, I've gotten lamed in bracket. I know how it feels. It's not good.
Ninjas have more defense. Yeah, it's more defense too. You're absolutely right. But this was a thing back in old gen. This is where the old gen conversation comes in. So the most drastic AP difference usually back in ACE, the older gens, was probably around the 700 to 800 AP mark.
Yeah.
You couldn't go past 10,000 in 3rd gen. I think the highest I ever saw was like 9987 at one point, although Silentline may have had a point where you actually got 999. For some reason I have it in my head 9987. That's a number I have in my head for some reason.
You can get 9999 and
yeah, that might have been Silentline. I might be thinking AC3. You had that defensive portion and all those things, right? But the lightweights, though they were only down between like 7. Whoever 987 we remembers too, yeah. You had to engage an old gen due to the size of the maps. The maps were fairly small.
Yeah.
Like all of the maps were as small as grade 86 pretty much. Like interior grade 86, they were all that small. There was nothing bigger.
The edges were actually really dangerous because you would ring out.
Yeah, you had ring out, or if you're in contained areas you wouldn't, but yeah, you actually could ring out to places. And the defensive difference, where the real difference came in, wasn't the AP lead. It was the defenses. The defenses on your parts made the bigger difference as far as that goes versus the actual AP count.
Yeah, they increased the value of an individual AP.
Yeah. So you could see uber lightweights, for example, if you go like the medium to heavy, the really lightweight ones you could have in the 8,000 range, 75, I'd say 7,700 is the most lightweights I saw. Although most people ran heavy enough because of plus and stuff in those examples. Middleweights, for example, are probably in the 8,500 or so range, and then heavyweights could get in the upper 9,000s. So you could still have that 2K AP disparity, for example. We're in our circles, we mostly ran heavier. I didn't see too many lightweights in our circles when we played PvP back then. You could have some lighter stuff back then too, and the lighter stuff was insanely fast and very hard to keep up with. For lightweights and heavyweights both, the turning speed optional part was not optional.
Yeah,
it was not an optional part. You had to have it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it creates a comparative situation where if all of your other parts are equal and the player has that part and you don't, then they have a pretty huge advantage, even if the bonus itself is small.
Yeah, like you had to have the turning speed boost. If you didn't, you were. It was a bad time. It was a very bad time.
Yeah, and that's funny because I think that part only increases it by like 2% or something. It's really small,
but it's enough.
Yeah,
it's enough of a change. I don't remember the exact number, but it was enough of a change. Yeah, the defense is what made the biggest difference for that part, right? Than the AP itself. But you had that back then, and you know what? I don't remember anyone ever complaining about the AP differences back then as being a problem in the PvP scene.
Yeah,
never saw it as being a problem.
I feel like it was a lot. Well, for one, people complained about video games less.
That's
true.
For
two, I think it was a lot more obvious the trade-off between light and heavy.
I mean, but I think that trade-off still exists in AC6 now. Now, it did before the patch.
But but it's more complicated by the existence of stagger.
Yeah, that's exactly the problem. The stagger is what kind of muddies the water of heavy versus light in the AC, PvP sphere, is the ACS stagger portion. But let's do this, right? In the old gen games, you could still gen bust like you do now.
Yep.
But back then, you could get overheated and take just constant damage while you're overheated. I think I think the biggest adjustment people are going to have to make is AC6 is a not a one and done, but it's you could tell the PvP is designed around stagger.
Yeah.
It just is.
For better or worse.
For better or worse, yes. The game is designed around stagger. It's designed around it. And that was a purposeful choice by From Software to make in this game. It's not just in PvP, it's also in bosses. The stagger, the combat in the game as a whole was designed around stagger. And stagger is a brand new mechanic to Armored Core. So I think that's why the PvP is more polarizing than the old games, because you didn't have any one specific mechanic that so heavily affected the outcome of a match.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where what it comes down to. Stagger has such a huge effect. Now, so you said, you know, Nexus Heat, yeah. Nexus Heat, yes, that was Heat was very, very bad in Nexus. That's probably the closest comparison we have. But you notice they balanced it out by Ninebreaker and Last Raven, so that was only one game that got it. It's the game is designed around the stagger mechanic essentially, and so what you're going to have people are having an issue with from the PvP perspective, especially in this game as a whole. They are combating something. They're designing around stagger, not around defense.
Yeah.
You don't design around your defenses. You design around your stagger.
Yeah, ACS is the best defense.
ACS, yeah. You don't. The ACS is basically your de facto defenses. You don't do it based off your actual defenses. No, I still look at defenses because my brain is hardwired from, 15 years of playing Armored Core. I have to look at those things, right? So it's hard not to look at them. But that is the thing. And defenses were insane back then. It's like, like if you like, there was the meat shield back in. You know about the meat shield in Silent Line?
No, I'm completely ignorant.
Yeah. So essentially, you had like the we call them like the queen bee legs. Like they were like almost like floating legs, but they were like tanks. They were tanky float legs, and you had all the heaviest parts on top and a shield and shield extensions, the whole 9 yards. Like you could go into it with the machine gun, and usually the MJ100 was the right weapon, and you would just take no damage. You would just sit there and nothing would happen to you.
I have seen a clip of, I think it was Silent Line, of just a tank build with the shield set up like that.
Howdy guys.
Eating somebody's entire stock of ammo and living.
Yep, it did.
Oh, that's dude, Silent Line was great. But hey, how you guys doing?
Hey, Mod, we're actually live on stream, so be careful.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll watch my tone. I get it.
No, we're discussing.
It's all good, man.
I
know the whole wacky stuff that's shibbity doobity, but yeah.
Yeah, so Gray was asking what the PvP scene like was back in the 3rd gen era versus now. And like
man. It all depends, right? It all depends on. The 3rd gen is pretty much, it's a wide, broad spectrum, right? Because like Silent Line and like when they brought in the flamethrowers, that was like, ooh.
They were never that great, anyways. But
I don't know. The PvP circles I used to roll into, a lot of people did not like those. But yeah, like the heat, Jen.
Well, I can see Nexus being more of a bigger problem because Nexus was rough.
Oh yeah,
when it came to heat.
I guess that's what I'm. Yeah.
That I'd rather have urchins than flamethrowers in Nexus personally. The urchin parts were evil little things, and I love them. So
evil little things.
Yes, they were. So this is what you have. I think that's why you're seeing such a polarizing conversation, Gray, about AC6 PvP specifically. So here's my final verdict. I think old gen PvP is still more balanced than AC6 PvP. And that's just because of how the stagger mechanic works. Pick one.
Balance one.
Dude, Cleric, which ones though? Come on.
Okay, when I say balance, I'll say Last Raven. How about that?
Yeah.
I mean, okay. I can agree with that one. Yes, I can agree with that
I mean,
one. But
Silent
like,
Line had some obvious problems. Nexus had
we're
some
talking
obvious
like,
problems.
I
Even
don't know,
Ninebreaker. Ninebreaker, Double Worm, and Ninebreaker
Oh, yeah,
was
yeah.
the
Oh, dude,
stupidest thing that ever
Ninebreaker was-
existed in AC almost.
dude, a lot of people hated on Ninebreaker, and I actually liked it.
I mean, I liked it as a whole, but Double Worm and Ninebreaker was stupid.
I think part of the problem is
Yeah, but
this is
well,
really
the
only
A-
like my personal opinion. I feel like
PvP
this
circles
is
I used
a
to roll
little
around
bit-
in, we had ban lists. So,
Well, we did too.
and that was fine because I agreed on like some weapons were just dumb. It's kind of like AC4 with the friggin' Kojima cannons, and like, yeah, unless you're both rolling them, it was kind of cheese.
Wait,
to be honest.
what are you saying, Gray?
I feel like, and this is just my personal opinion, I feel like AC6 is a little mechanically over-designed, personally.
I
Yeah.
think it's kind of, I don't know, I kind of like it.
Yeah, it's fun and it's its own thing, but
They all are, aren't they? If you
To
really
a
want to
certain
track
extent.
back, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I think the conversation was more about. I think what was the initial question?
Well, I
you
just
asked,
joined in,
Gray?
so sorry, man. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, dude.
What's the original question you
I
asked?
asked, do you think old gen or 6 is more balanced? And then you said old gen is hilariously broken, which,
It was in
Well,
most cases, yes.
If you want to
But
go
then the
AC1,
follow-up
AC2,
question to
yeah,
that
AC
was-
first gen and AC 6 gen, in my opinion, yeah, the verts were so broken in second gen, and like in first gen, there was a few weapons that were insanely broken, like the finger. So yeah,
Yeah. So you're talking about part balance. Then what was the second question?
the follow-up question to that was, which was more fun?
all of them, in my opinion. But yeah,
Oh, okay. So
well,
this
fun, but, like,
this is gonna
more.
be.
I like all of them.
So that's gonna be an interesting question. So I
And
love Armored Core
By
as a
more
whole.
fun, I'm talking about the balance aspect of the game specifically.
Enjoyable because of the experience you get because of the balance, essentially.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So
Like well-rounded.
if I were to give a grading, like so my PvP experience against other players, it goes to actually playing other people in the game in person or in a PvP environment. I play other people since I had people to play against in person since AC2. So I did AC. I did Another Age. I did 3 in Silent Line, Nexus, Ninebreaker, Last Raven, 4 and 4 Answer, 5 Verdict Day, and then now 6. So I have PvP experience across all the spectrum of all those games, playing with other people in a somewhat competitive nature. As far as what I had the most fun, because I feel like it wasn't like, oh gosh, you're using that part lame kind of experience. I've actually had less of that in AC6 than probably any previous Armored Core.
You know what's funny? I'd have to actually agree with that because I've been an old school PvPer in the circles, and like, yeah, I think it's on the right track. I
Like
think you might honestly see that, Cleric. You know the damn games, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like there was always the problem parts that had to be banned out from the previous cycles, and not because.
In my opinion, the biggest problem with ACs were the melee, and I think AC6 kind of like pushed that more to the forefront to be equal with the shooting. Although they did kind of pull back on the ranged, which I am kind of PO'd about. If you catch my drift, I like snipers. Yeah. You played that off AC4 and like Last Raven, yeah, you should know that.
All right. So what I was trying to get to though is it's in the previous games there were certain things that had problems with in general, but what you had in this spectrum in AC6, I was tired of seeing Zimmermans were driving me nuts. I was tired of seeing a pair tiff, missile boats. They were driving me nuts, but they got balanced out. You really didn't have that with the previous games. It was pretty. I mean, with 4 and 4 Answer, they made adjustments. 5 Verdict, they made. Although honestly, 5 was a pretty balanced game as a whole.
I never got into 5, but yeah,
it was pretty balanced as a whole. But you didn't get that option with 2, 3, Nexus, all those.
Well, no, if you wanted a patched version, you'd have to rebuy the game. That's how they made patched versions. Was they would re-release
AC2
the
had
game?
That. I remember that.
Yeah.
So, but though you had no choice, or else the game wasn't going to be any fun. Like you had to remove the MG800 from Silent Line and the Crow extensions, or anything that caused you to have stealth.
Yeah, this is why we had ban lists.
You had to remove certain, parts from each, because the only way it made it viable. But even then, even after you ban certain parts, it's the same reason I want to do the ratio system in AC6. It's something I wish always existed, is that you ban certain parts and all it does is other parts replace them. And that was even true back in the older gen PvP scenes, because, you can't use this, well, I guess I'll use this instead. And it basically became light versions of the banned parts, and those are the same things people use, because people, if they're being honest, were using the banned parts constantly all the time until they got banned from tournaments, and they're used to the gameplay style for those parts. And so they just swap out the parts for the different version of the same kind of part, and essentially play the exact same play style, or something similar. So you see, like, you can't use BPs in Ninebreaker because BPs were banned. Well, then you see a lot of RA6s or the Rock 6s, whatever it was, not Rock 6, everyone's called the bigger bazooka. You see a lot of those instead of the BPs. What you saw, because people were so used to doing dual BP, and then they had to use those ones instead. In AC6, when certain parts got banned, or people stopped using certain ones, you saw completely different parts. It completely removed builds from the game almost, because people had I can't use this anymore. People were literally building entire builds against 2 weapons.
Honestly,
you deal with those 2 problem parts, they were gone. And guess what? They got balanced out, and now you don't see that case anymore.
I think the most balanced out era was the first gen, as long as you got rid of 2 things, and that was it, and that was great.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
And Titan Missile.
Kurosawas they're dealable, but the Vert missiles and the friggin' the WA Finger were just ridiculous, dude.
Well,
even in 2, the Vert missiles were just fucking a win button.
Yep.
You just take 2 Vert missiles, and that was it. You could just hang back and dance around, and that was it.
All right.
I think even in 3, you could use the same Vert missiles, and they weren't that they weren't as patched until
I gotta take a quick restroom break. I'll be right back.
That's good.
I think the Verts were totally nerfed by past Silent Line. I think around Ninebreaker or maybe Nexus, if I remember correctly. It's been a while, man. So
yeah, no, yeah, exactly. So
the Verts were a 1-win button basically. You just had to fly around.
They're really good in Nexus. They're really good in 1. They were pretty okay in 2. My problem is the multi-missiles, the multi-warhead missiles were so...
Are you remembering 2 right? Because dude, those heavy the early Verts you could get, dude, they were insane tracking.
No, my thing is, yes, they were good, but they just got eclipsed by the multi-warhead missiles. Because that's what pretty much everyone used back in 2.
Yeah, but I mean, I honestly think it's harder to dodge the Vert missiles, because even with the mini map, I know you can see them, which is one thing I do miss from 6. There's no missile tracking,
mini-map?
little mini map. I don't like that. I don't like the Skyrim friggin' north, south, east, west. I can't grasp that, dude.
Yeah,
it's just too small, and the HUD is too just faded out. Especially for someone like me that's colorblind, I can barely see that stupid thing, and it kind of pisses me off. To be honest, I'm straight up being honest to you, dude. I know you're a OG, so
yeah, no,
I know you get this.
I get it.
You're PO'd. You got gamer rage.
I'd rather have the little mini map, or at least an option in the options to go, can I have the mini map or the little Skyrim thing? Because I really do not pay attention to the Skyrim thing. It's just so it's there, but it's so at the bottom of the screen, and it's so faded out or opaque or non-opaque that I can't pay attention to it. It's not immediate. And on the old HUD maps, you could actually see incoming missiles. So that actually did help.
All
And,
right.
like at least the warheads were like front firing, so you could actually like gauge them to a point. But yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I have been streaming now for almost 4 hours.
Yeah.
I have not gotten up almost the entire
Holy
time.
crap! Really?
and I need to relax a little bit before I go to bed. So
Yep.
I think I am going to call it here.
Yeah.
So thanks for the discussion, Mod. Gray, thank you for hopping in.
Dude,
And
I would love to have more discussions with you because you're an OG.
yeah, if ever I'm not doing this kind of thing and want to get like a really knee deep discussion, I'll be happy to have so.
Dude, totally hit me up, bro.
So
Seriously.
Gray, thank you for hopping in, doing some games and discussing stuff. That was some good questions too. Get a
good
chance to
news.
kind of flex a little bit of history knowledge. But hey, honestly, everyone on YouTube and Twitch, you guys were great. Lots of interactions, a lot of questions. It's yeah. I love Armored Core. I don't get a feeling from playing any other game than I get from playing Armored Core. It's the only one that does it. So
Hey, clearly, I'm about to buy it for a friend that's like kind of nervous because he's like a Mech Warrior player.
yeah.
And I was like, do you mind if I get him in here? Like,
No, go ahead. Any more welcome to the Discord.
He's definitely gonna be very new at this when I get him it. It's just like he's kind of nervous because like all the stuff I've been telling him about the whole series, and I've actually streamed it for him, the old ones. But yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's actually I'd say we've gotten a lot of new players in this Discord as a whole. In fact, I'd say most people here are generally speaking, I'd say a good at least half, if not more, are Armored Core newbies. So yeah, I'm all for bringing more into the Armored Core fold. One of us. Sorry. For those of you on Twitch,
Is this Evil Dead?
Yeah, something like that. We're raiding Pincognito. He's been doing some AC6 lately. So trying to get more people to get more visuals on the game. So
I'd like to get my friend into it because he's interested. He's just nervous.
thank you all for
I'm
coming.
just
I
like-
appreciate it, and I will see you all later.
Have a good one, man.